Mr. Streamer, I'm first.
Hey dickhead, pay attention. Hello, how are we? Grats on for Snowy. Hello, Faye. Hello, Hoy. How are we all? How is getting on today? Fearing for my kingdom, Snowy, how dare you? Whatever clan you come in with, I will rule it with an iron fist. So I've not played this before. For anybody who hasn't seen it, Hoy's a dab hand. Hoy knows what he's doing. I don't need to explain this to him. For the rest of you, basically, we start the campaign, or a dynasty. I am the king, and if you join, you are one of my nobles. You'll be put into a faction. You'll be given a starting currency. I think it's 1,000 gold to start off. And then you get to vote on certain decisions that are made as nobles as we go along. And whoever votes, well, whatever vote gets the most is the winning vote. I, as king, can veto some decisions, or veto some options, and I have a few other things, like rules, laws, that I'll be able to use to maybe sway people to the way I want to go. And the whole idea is I have to try and keep my reign and stop you all taking over. Good morning, OP. How are you? See, that's the spirit, OP. My reign shall be long and prosperous. or go down in a blaze of fire. One way we will find out. So let's see what this is all about. Oh shit, okay, so you have to put in all this stuff. Well, let's have the first dynasty name. I didn't realize we used a dynasty name on this. This is a new thing for me. That would be epic, that would be epic, I agree. See, I thought based on... I thought it just gave you random names, and I didn't realize it does that. But once I have set this up, that's gonna be Final Fantasy related. I already know it's Snowy, but you can have it. Your very first one you name them. Ah, after that it doesn't. I see. More for the safe one. Grand. Well, we'll go with Snowy. I know it's Final Fantasy related because all things with Snowy are. It's not. Oh, okay. This light is so... Well, the problem is... Oh, Snowy. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Ah, it'll be randomized when factions win. Right, so that's where I missed out. Thank you, Opie. Oh, I'm still gonna go with a Snowy. Nicely done. Yeah, I'm so used to playing dark games that I might not even need a green screen light. It'll be a little darker, but I think rather than being... So my light's on the back of the green screen as well, but this is at its lowest settings and it's still pretty bright. So we'll leave it like this, I think, for the moment and see. Right, let the rain begin. We will play on Twitch. Hey, perfect. How are you, my dear? Just in time. I'm not going to start it up just yet. The extension is there, or that certainly should be. Yeah, so the extension, it'll show you your wealth, your faction, your scheme. I already have it installed, I know that. Ah, so we get to select. Well now, everybody who's here gets a say in this decision. Let's put up a poll, shall we? Poll only allows... We allow additional votes for one beard here, which even if you're here a short time should be it. So we have the Barons, the Chiefs, who are ones I have not seen yet. The Counts I've seen on some other streams. Of course, the Grandees I know all too well. I am one of them in Pies. Sorry, bear with me 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
We gotta say Happy New Year to everyone. And now say Happy New Year, everyone. Hello. Happy New Year, everyone. Is that what the dog? Or a half will be go. Oh, no, go. Look up. Say hello to everyone. Hello? I'm very young, don't worry.
Of all of the things that could have popped up on that, sorry about that. I only start and I have to go very quickly. The one where I cannot be understood because of that Morgan voice filter. Okay, so we will start a poll. Everybody gets to vote. Used to be full patrician supporter, but leaning more and more towards the Counts lately. Ah, right. Chiefs are mighty warriors of the north. Stick to watch and finally got some time energy. No worries, Snowy, no worries. Feel free to have your say in the vote though. Whoa, Chiefs are coming in strong. So Chiefs are in. Counts are potentially in. who else would like to put a vote in? It will only cost you 1 channel point to cast additional votes. Whatever you like, it makes no odds to me. This is just let everybody have the decision, you know? Barons are brash rural lords famous for their belligerence and fondness for hunting. The chiefs are honourable warriors renowned for their pagan religion and prowess in combat, which will not go well with the grandees who, adhere to the honour and etiquette of the night god. What's the worst one? I don't know, Snowy. But I like the way you think. Counts are ruthless aristocrats steeped in secrecy. Allegations of forbidden rituals are unproven. Oh, necromancers, I hear. Patricians are wealthy seafaring merchants noted for their cleverness, skill, and negotiation and ornate masks. Oh yeah, the patricians always have masks. Okay, this you should know. What's the most Viking like? Well, there's only one pagan group, and that's the Chiefs of the North. So we have the Chiefs, the Counts, and the Patricians. Now I don't go for the Viking shit. You know the reason behind all that stuff. Don't pretend like I think I'm delusional. Holy shit. Right, well the Chiefs are in, because I'm guessing Snowy has decided to blast his points at it. With a 77% vote. The Chiefs is in the lead, yeah, a little bit of a lead. We have no grandees and no barons votes. Oh, there we go, we're starting to get grandees. Oh, as I say that, somebody really wants the grandees. Oh, the pagans and patricians, so Counts of the East are out. Somebody's fucking around now. Barons are out of the Counts. We have Chiefs, Counts, and Grandees. We're running down to the final. You could 107. Yeah, I know you've got a lot of channel points now. I know you can mess about. So Grandees, Chiefs, and the Counts are the winners. So these are your factions. You will all, or anybody, not all of you, anybody joining will belong to one of these factions. So you are the Chiefs of the North, honourable warriors renowned for your pagan religion, prowess, and combat. You are the Counts of the East, ruthless aristocrats steeped in secrecy. Allegations of forbidden rituals are unproven. And the Grandees of the South. Hey, Tanagarian. Who are impassioned duelists known for their strict adherence to honour, etiquette, and the Night God. So we've pagans and the Ninth. Ooh, and then necromancy in the middle. This is an interesting setup. So you can now join. As you see here, what is this Twitch drop on this channel? Oh yeah, there's Twitch drops on some of it. So if you want to join, exclamation join he, exclamation join she, or exclamation join will just give you they, them pronouns. And it will put you into one of these factions. OP is a grandee, Hoy is a count. The other thing as well, and Perfect gets a Chief of the North. Hello, Strix, how are you? Strix goes into a grandee, the pious of the group. Why is this acting the bollocks right now? I'll just be bright. Hoy is ready. The other thing you can do if you want, obviously, completely optional. So you'll see as Hoy has done, he has changed his name to purple to match his Count's faction colour. It's a little thing you can do to kind of just see who the others are in game already and know who your faction are as you're voting, which you will see here anyway. So as you vote, when you do have votes, it will come up the colour of the banners on the votes, so you'll see how many people of your colour are voting. By the 9th we shall persevere. Well, we shall see. If the ninth are in my favour, then we shall. But I'll take whatever I can get. No, we'll see how the story rolls. If you have the game, you can also customize your noble and the noble's icon. I will not be in for a little bit. I'll give it a few minutes in case anybody else wants to join in. I know people tend to look for, as some games finish up in this, they tend to jump in and look for others because it is a lot of fun. The other thing being, while my game continues and you're trying to remember how to change your chat color, if you click on your name perfect and then go to edit chat identity and scroll down, or you can click on the cog and I think chat appearance will do it as well. The easiest way is just click on your name in the chat, edit chat identity, and then you can pick your color. There you go. The Ninth may forsake us this run, they may. But hey, the Chiefs of the North might help out, you never know. We do have two of our lovely grandies. There you go, Tanagarian's changed. Tanagarian, you're not in here anyway. I don't know if you're going to be. The other thing being, obviously, if you just want to join in, it's not a like you have to be the whole campaign. You can join, and then you can get a couple of votes while you're here, and then just forget about it. The next time it's all good, Tanagarian. The next time I play this game again and continue, it will continue you as that faction. So if you join again the next time, you will be that person. So you'll be the same faction. A random chair. Welcome in, random. How are you? So as you see here, anytime I continue, anybody on this list who joins back in, you will continue with your faction with how much money you left off at the last time. And every faction at the end of each game continues with their stats. I'm good. I'm looking forward to this. This is my first game with this game ever, and it should be fun. I've played a few, well, first game running. I've played in Hoy's channel a few times, as and when I can, because he's usually streaming while I'm at work. But yeah. Love that you started to recognise more and more King of the Castle players. That's the thing I did notice, like, it doesn't seem to get an absolute ton of people streaming it, but it does seem to get, for anybody who is streaming, it seems to have, like, similar players, as in, people will jump from game to game to game. So when one ends, they'll jump into another and continue playing, because it is a lot of fun. Every campaign is different, and it is kind of like just playing a role-playing game, and you can really get into it. It's just good fun. So yeah, I'm excited for that. It's like being a dungeon master. Yeah, it has that kind of vibe. That's what I felt as well when I was watching it. It does seem like you're playing a big game of D&D of a kind. Yeah, exactly. Different people, different communities, different factions, different outcomes. There's loads of variables in it. Despite it being the same game, there's a lot of variables that can come into play. Right, we have 5 nobles. Anyone else care to join? There we go. Kev, welcome in. You joined the Counts of the East. Everybody has 2 nobles now. I'm guessing you've played this a bit, Kev. The counts will grow, everybody will grow. It's always fun to switch gears to an entirely different playthrough, faction and group of players, not to mention stream. Yeah, exactly. Everybody plays in a different way. Everybody obviously naturally speaks differently, and many other variations on it, and they've different ways of going about streams and shit, so it changes a bit. You will hear me swear a bit, though. I don't foresee King of the Castle making me too salty, but never say never. It can't happen. We'll see what happens. Thank you, Hoy, for redeeming 33 and a third. OP and casual, you know you swear when things go down plenty. Yeah. Brandon, thank you very much for the follow. I got over your sound alert, Panagarian. It has epic music already, though. Are you not hearing this? This is epic. Right. Last call. Well, it doesn't matter when I start. I'm going to start now. But anybody can join at any time. You still played it. It did. That's the main thing. Oh, it's Snowy decided to put it in there. I asked for a random name and Snowy gave me that. It's basically kind of the start. It's not wrong. I mean, it is. It has great lore. Yes. Snowy, I'm lost in the sea part though, like... I assumed you probably meant Izza. Or am I forgetting something I should really remember? Was I drunk at this stage? Possibly. Let us begin. So, the primer for anybody who hasn't played those, most of you who joined are veterans at this stage. For me to win, I have to acquire an heir, complete my ambition to win, and then the rain could end the disaster. Yes, there's going to be a lot of sarcasm, yes. But heavy is the head that wears the crown. You will see schemes for anybody who hasn't played. There's a couple of, maybe only one or two. You got to keep an eye on the schemes. So your faction will pick a scheme. It could be that it's get my stability down, get defiance up, whatever the case is. When you're voting, keep your scheme in mind, and that usually will want to go towards your voting style, depending on what it is, whatever will benefit your scheme and your region. Defiance, once you get it above, I think it's above 4 or above 5, you can rebel. The higher, the better. But I will do my best to squash that defiance with an iron fist. You seem to be a chief of the north once again. You seem to be. Hello, SOS. How are you? We will find out now what you got momentarily, although you will know straight away. For anybody who isn't sure of how this goes, if you look at your extension, Jesus Christ, in the stream, the colour of that indicates what faction you are. If you click on it, it will show your faction's current scheme and how much money you personally have. For noble winning, you got to basically pass all 3 stages of your scheme. And as I said, you got to get certain stats, etc. Certain food will jump in later, watch it for now. No worries. Feel free to join and potentially win or lose money as we go. Ahead of time, if you want. OP Rebirth, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, how you vote is up to you. I will have certain laws, traits, whatever you want to call them, that I can enact. So some situations I can persuade you by offering gold if you vote with my way, or I can just get rid of one of your options if I really don't like it. There's different ones for every run, and different ones depending on what's chosen. I've seen a few difference. And then obviously, once your defiance is high enough, you can vote to rebel, and we just see what happens. Good evening, Caustic. How are you? Are you going to join us? You want to be a cunt? You're already a cunt. Oh, sorry, a count. All right. You're one of them as well. So we'll have different events to play out each season, and I think it's 3 or 4 seasons to a reign. We'll find out. I don't know entirely. I've noticed there's a few of them anyway. So we have 7 nobles. SOS is a count. We have 3 counts, the counts of the most nobles so far. If you want to join, exclamation join, followed by he, she, or they. Caustic is a grandee. You're pious, Caustic. Grandees of the South. So if you look at it, you will see 1, 2, 3 counts, exactly. Get the fuck over casual and up LP again. There you go. That's it. That's the spirit. So we have 8 nobles. We have 3 grandees, 3 counts, and 2 chiefs. I suspect the next person to join will be a chief, but I don't know if it works that way or not. So it is spring 948 in the 4th reign of King Duth. His favourite thing to do besides summon demons. Well, that's neither confirmed. It's unubstantiated as of yet. We can neither confirm nor deny the existence of summoning rituals within the counts. But I know he's a dodgy fucks. We can see it. The path to victory. It's just a hobby. Heir and ambition. The monarch must acquire an heir and complete their ambition to win the game. The spouse is useful but not necessary. King Duth the Bearded. Yes, exactly. So I can just sire a lot of bastards and then go, hey, I'm the king. This is my bastard. They're my legit. Fuck you. Faithless North must be shown what happens to those who do not follow the most merciful night god. We shall see. We shall see. Acquire an heir. Yes. Complete your ambition before a scheme or rebellion usurps you, or before you lose all authority, treasury, or stability. Hello, Belle. How are you, my dear? Low faith is good for chiefs. Ah, right. Yeah, well, they're pagans, I guess. You want grandees want high faith, which you're starting out, you'll see as 7. Trade is good for all, farming, but I'm guessing chiefs being the warriors of the north, you want military high as well. Heathens, yes. I'm doing good, Belle. How are you? How's your day been? I'm excited for my first playthrough on this. If you haven't seen this before, Belle, and you want to join in, you can do exclamation join, followed by he, she, or they, and it will put you into one of our factions as one of our nobles, where you get to have a vote in what happens and follow the story whatever way you want. The heresy. There are heretics, there are heathens, there are many in between. We shall see who are who. Fate status specifically Fate of the Ninth. Ah, right, not the culture. There we go. So that was one I didn't know. So that's just to the ninth. So yeah, chiefs obviously want that. Nothing counts don't really give a shit, and grandees want that high. Because how could they not? This is your monarch, the streamer's character. They'll appear in most stories, but not all. So this is what I set up. The kingdom stats are authority, stability, and treasury. If any of them are at 0 at the start of a season, the game will end. So I don't want to lose everything or I'm fucked. I'm one of you lot take over. God forbid. Exclamation mark join, followed by he, she, or they. And it will put you in, Bell. Join. Yes. We have the pagans, demon worships, and totally ambiguous, not Spanish Inquisition. Yes, exactly. Absolutely not. And nobody expects them, except they do, because they gave letters to say they were coming. The region stats, which you can see here: trade, farming, military, fate, and defiance. Well, I mean, what can you say? Determine which events are generated. Defiance is higher than both authority and stability. A region can trigger a rebellion. This will pause their scheme, and it's risky if their military is low. Giant bastard. So Bell, well, we'll go next. Noble list. Well, that leads us nicely onto the noble list. Bell, you are a chief. You were one of the pagans of the north. Random. I like that. So we have 9 nobles who get to vote on what's happening. If you are unsure on the extension on your window, if you click that, it's just your part of the faction. So it's kind of if you want to get into it, if you want to role play a bit, you know your faction's standing. So the warriors of the north are pagans, and well, obviously, the chiefs of the north are pagans and warriors. That's some of their traits. Griff, you are also a warrior of the north. Welcome in. Chief of the north, not a warrior. Well, I mean, you are, but you know. You know what I'm saying. I need to start calling them their proper. They're the chiefs, not the warriors. They still are, but you know. Your Majesty, the first few years of your reign are the most difficult. You're new and unproven. The nobles of the council will scheme against you, hoping to kick you off the throne and put their own puppet claimant on your place. Yes. Pagan warrior chiefs of the north, yeah. Of north. Counts are peaceful farms, yep. No way are they vampires. No way are they necromancers. None of that is happening. Oh no, those fools couldn't scheme their way out of a paper bag. How can I stop them? To defeat their schemes, you must secure an heir and prove that you are worthy of the crown by completing an ambition. My question is this: when you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Ooh. Hoop gets... Hoop, your account. You are the unproven necromancer. Or, you know, whatever. Hell yeah, you're a cunt. Yeah, absolutely you are. Okay, how do I want to be remembered? As the greatest king who ever lived, as a conqueror, as the architect of a new golden age, as a peacekeeper, as the father of the nation, or as a saint? Fuck no. I mean... that sums trade 13, farming 16, military... Oh, for... yeah. As you just created a D&D fairy that feels like called for to be a snow fairy. Yes, you can be a snow fairy. Well, you are now. You're chief of the north. Consider devote myself to the one fate. I'll consider it. But I must keep up what is good for all the people of the kingdom. Welcome in, hero. You are... Where are you on here? Oh, there you are. You're a grandee. Sorry, you think I could find it within a group of 12 people. Some want conquering, some want peace, some want faith. I will be the greatest king who ever lived. By having all of it. You aren't the type who likes to build lots of statues of yourself, aren't you? No, I definitely don't want to build lots of statues of myself. I just, you know... We have our one fate, paganism. Isn't, fate of the ninth, yeah, against violence and forceful conversion. Grandees. Grandees fancy being named after the size of a coffee cup. Well now. We will aim to be good to all and see what happens. I suggest over the next few years you focus on proving your authority as much as possible, if you can not mispronounce the word. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Well, let us start with the coronation. Knights of the East. Grandees nuts. Oh, God. I wonder how many times that's been said. Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Shouldn't I be giving the orders now, or why the hurry? Why the hurry? To delay any longer would make the nobles restless, and when nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. I mean, it's true. How are people supposed to plot against me if I'm able to see the chat? Because they can still make the decisions, and that's part of the fun. I can see what you're plotting, so in some circumstances I can give you a reason not to. Did you do it right? Hero, welcome in. You are a grandee. Yeah, you did it right. Oh, the colour. Yes, you're in. You'd never do anything of the sort. Power of voting, use your right to vote. Exactly. There are no plots or schemes going on here, my liege. There better not be, SOS. Yes, the king's favour is what you shall have. No plots or schemes yet. That is the operative word there. Very well then, what must they do? You wouldn't want that, I suppose. They wouldn't dare. We'll go with very well. As a tradition, the council will decide what happens with your coronation, but it's my coronation. Let's get this over with then, or of course, well, who are we to vie in the way of tradition? Izzy, welcome in. You are a count. Welcome to the counts. The counts grow bigger. Faithful plot only against the heathen and abominable and the heretical. How are you all? Right, so of course, shall we call the nobles in? We shall. The count gets countier, yes. I mean, so choice and stats. Certain choices will change stats. Some choices that do not indicate this, but that do so will indicate this change here, yes. So you'll see it on here. And choices, yeah, faith up and blah, blah, blah. So you vote A, B, C, or D. That's exclamation vote space A, B, C, or D. In the same way, it's exclamation vote, exclamation join, or exclamation fund when it comes to that. So it'll be exclamation mark vote A, B, C, or D with a space in between vote and the letter. The laws of the land are what I have. Yes, exactly. So what the lads are doing there. We've got so many. We're pretty much accounts department at the moment. Yeah, you are an accounts department. Chiefs are the only non-joke faction present, mainly because if you make fun of us, we crush your collarbone with one hand. You cannot vote yet. No, I think it's just I think the lads are just well, High was just showing what I mean, basically. The monarch can change how a vote is run with a law. Yet, so they're the laws I have, and I can only use one at a time. As I said already, how you vote. It's a 30-second timer. You will hear a bell when it comes in. Tanagarian, you haven't joined yet. You need to join before you can vote. Yeah, once I press the start vote button, you'll hear a bell. Vote, so fuck off, Tanagarian. I mean, anyway, so what kind of coronation should be held for the new king? Host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine will reduce the treasury and increase stability. Force the commoners to swear blood oaths will increase my authority but decrease the stability. Throw the king into the river will increase stability and decrease authority. And troops shall bear the king through the streets top shields. Will decrease authority and increase military. I can mark my preferred choice and I can veto. But the vote goes up to you lot. You demand blood. What do you vote for? Well, these are what you're voting for now, Bell. Throw him on the shield, send him by the river, both shank him in the ribs. Well now, 28 shank wounds. I mean, I don't have a preference right now. I'm gonna just start the vote. The vote has begun. You have 27 seconds remaining. So far, bearing me through the streets atop a shield and force the communists to swear blood oath. No. Voting has ended. It is the troops will bear me through the streets atop a shield, which will increase military. Voting is closed. Ozzy, thank you very much for the follow. So that is the first way it goes. Jeez, already prepared for war. They are a cohesive unit, they most certainly are. And that is generally part and parcel. You want to look at how the rest of your factions are going, and if it's going to suit your scheme, follow through.
Shank me daddy.
Should you? You don't have to, you can if you want. If it's going to make it easier to see. It's helpful, it'll make it easier to see. As you can see, like, you can automatically tell random is a chief, OP is a grandee, Hoi is a count. So Strix is happy to shank you, Caustic. It can help, but it's entirely optional. And Caustic is a grandee, as you can see now. He's something alright. So this will show how much your stats have changed. Based on your decision on how to take me through, everybody's military has increased. So the north goes up to 8, the east goes to 6, and the south go to 5. So soldiers from across the kingdom take part in the parade. They're even outfitted in impressive new equipment for the occasion. As you climb up onto the shield and hold your sword aloft even, you realise this is not going to be easy. Your arm quickly starts to hurt, your soldiers stagger and groan under your weight. Sure enough, one of your shield bearers trips on a loose cobblestone and drops you face first into a puddle, in full view of half the city. At least the only thing hurting is your pride. My authority is down to 4. Well now. We will pause here. Yeah, just take your time. We're not going to go anywhere yet. I'll wait till the ads are over before we make any further decisions. You forever call them a filthy casual, never high, poor chip eyes don't deserve their respect. No ad for you. Yeah, I'd love to know. Like, I can't understand how the ads work on Twitch anymore. All I know is I have it set that you don't get an ad as soon as you come in, and then it will do them throughout the stream, rather than getting pre-rolls, because I think pre-rolls just ruin it. If you want to come in and check out the vibe in the stream, you don't want to click a channel and then get an immediate ad. Or you can do what Snowy does, I guess. Well, Snowy, you have fucking turbo anyway. Plus you're already Caustic. You're already subbed, so you don't get ads. Everybody out of their ad, everybody... Fun fact, Caustic and Killswitch, two of these pricks, did once for a laugh set up an OnlyFans on my behalf and used... I do a charity event every December where I cover my beard in glitter for charity, different charities every year, and they used some of those photos to create an OnlyFans account with my name on it. And I found out probably a week or two for, yeah, well, I mean, why else would they do it? I'm not going to get any money. Yeah, I found out a week or two after they'd done this that it was a thing. Anyway, let us continue. I'm assuming everybody, I should fire my shield bearer, absolutely. Or I should also look at who paved the kingdom. They're not doing a good enough job at taking care of those cobblestones. Shank them, I'll shank you. No worries, Tanagarian, do your thing. I think at this stage everybody should be out of any ads, so we continue. Get some Roman concrete, yes, exactly. Well, the council introduction. Let us continue. Now that you're the king, your first duty is to meet with the council of nobles. The nobles hail from across the kingdom, the wintry north, the desolate east, And of course, the Scorching South. All sound fantastic, right? Introduce myself. Well, let us start off to the Chiefs of the North. Chief Bell comes into play. Good luck in the days ahead, Your Highness. You'll need it dealing with us. Okay, straight to the point, Bell. Chiefs of the Counts of the East. Hoop. Oh look, that fanciful mustache suits you. In order to finally make your acquaintance, Your Grace, may you escape the doom that befell your predecessor. That's not what Hoop would say at all. He'd say, I hope you die, you cunt, or something like that. And let's go speak to the Grandees. Oh, this is a player who's bought King of the Castle. They can set their customizations, get access to special outfits. So Hero owns the game and as such doesn't get a bog standard. Pretty cordial for you, yeah. That's you. Very dapper indeed. May the Ninth God bless your reign, Your Holiness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honour and faith. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favour. Yeah, I like this. This is the benefit of owning it. And in fairness, I mean, it's like a $5 or something like that for the game, for the amount. Dapper, but still a religious nutjob. You know you like the scorched lands. Well, that's not where you are. You're in the sunny south. Yeah, exactly. It's like £5. It's for the amount of time I've gotten out of playing it without having even played the game yet. I've already got my money's worth as far as I'm concerned. You sigh and sit back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. Well, you fucked up. Okay, so that's the tutorial over. Now that you've played all the events, advance by clicking in the season. Actually, I have a little overlay thing here I'm going to close because it's actually blocking my view. And this is not a game I'll need it for. So we end the season. Each region will now vote for one of 3 randomly selected schemes. So this is where you need to pay attention. Yeah, that's it, exactly. It's worth it. Schemes are made up of 3 stages with specific stat requirements. Passing all 3 scheme stages places the region's claimant on the throne, winning the game. Chiefs of the North. We all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter King Duth. How do you make that happen? This is random Chief of the North, then Vic. 30 seconds to vote. Doppelganger, Prophecy, or Ragnarok. This is for the Chiefs. So that is Perfect, Random, Bell, and Griff. Of course, the Prophecy. Well, we've only had 1 vote. And we may only have 1 vote. Random gets... Oh, Perfect's in for it. Last call. Raise your own military. The Night God will help the Grandees rise to the crown. The Night God may. Hero, thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. The voting has closed. I didn't realise as soon as I clicked it would go, so I'll know that now. Ragnarok is your scheme. So you have to raise your own military. That's the scheme for the Chiefs now. The apathy of these so-called chiefs is telling. All hell, the Night God sigh. You're taking the ninth in vain. Chiefs plan to make an alliance with the Ice Giants to take over the kingdom. First, they must not be weak, or the Giants won't take their proposal seriously. To advance their scheme, the Chiefs must raise their military to 5 or more in 3 seasons. So, that's what your scheme is. Grandees of the South. False pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is stain on our honour. We must not allow it to go unanswered. So you want Vargas to become the king. Grandees. OP, Strix, Caustic and Hero. You have 30 seconds, starting now. Your options are Intimidation, raise other people's defiance, a Witch Hunt, get the highest faith, or Excommunication, lower the stability. A witch hunt it is. It's always a witch hunt with the grandees. Votes have completed. A witch hunt it is. Goal is the highest fate, which usually is what happens with the grandees anyway. There's all sorts of heresy in the capital, and the grandees intend to expose it. First, they must ensure the south is beyond reproach. To advance their scheme, the grandees must be the region with the highest fate in 3 seasons. You would have been fine with that up in the north, yep. And finally, the Counts of the East. Zigana thinks that they should be the king, queen, monarch, whatever. My fellow Counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while false King Duth wears the crown. So, this is for Hoy, Kev, Sos, Hoop, and Heisey. You get the vote now. Really as well said. Jesus. And you have the time now. 30 seconds. Subterfuge, low stability, blood ritual, highest farming, or ascension, lower your own faith. What do you choose? A blood ritual. You know, B is the right choice, obviously. Everybody's going for a blood ritual. Well, that's what has won, regardless if the others come in or not at this stage. It has been decided. Screwed right or wrong, fun choices are where it's at. Absolutely. Giants versus Blood Demon time. I mean, where else are you going to get it? So your goal is to have the highest farming. Farming? Jesus, my words. I've only finished work. My brain's fried. Anyway, the Counts plan to summon an ancient famine demon that will devastate all other regions, paving a clear path to the throne. First, they must ensure the East can withstand the famine. A famine demon. And you're going to claim you're not necromancers and not dark art purveyors. To advance the scheme, the Counts must be the region with the highest farming in 4 seasons. So the others had 3 seasons, you have 4. Interesting. Now your schemes. Is Famine Demon the same as Victoria Beckham? Yeah, pretty much. Here you can view the region's schemes and their claimants. When you have an error, they will appear on the right of this page. If your reign ends abruptly, the nobles will vote for the next monarch. This vote is between the 2 regions with the highest combined stats, and your heir if you have one. She was an underling. So here it is. So chiefs of the north have to raise their own military to at least 5 in 3 seasons. The Counts of the East have to have the highest farming of 4 seasons, and the grandees of the south have the highest faith in 3 seasons. Let's end the season. And here are our campaigns. All in the capital. I like this map, let's go. You'll search your Bible onto all. The Honor Guard. Now that you're king, you need personal protection. Why, I could plunge my sword into your heart right now, could I not? You could. I'd like to see you try. Please don't hurt me. I suppose so. Welcome back, Tanagarian. The faithless will suffer a fate worse than dying in battle. Well, it depends on what your fate is. For some of you, dying in battle is the honour. You need an honour guard to keep you safe from such dangers, Your Majesty. Unfortunately, this is a political decision. Honour guard, what's that? What about Palace Watch? What are my options? Each region offers a selection of elite guards. The chiefs with their most famous warrior heroes, the Counts with Knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose, and the grandees offer the fiercest battle nuns from the Sisterhood of Steel. Battle nuns, huh? Dying in battle is a preferable death. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Sure, the grandees would make it worth your while if you choose us. Battle nuns with nunchucks. Our ladies serve you well, sir. Yes, we shall see. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and the region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be loyal to coin above all. Tell me about the Northern Warriors. Bearded oafs with axes and no manners. They'll get drunk and cause trouble in the palace. I mean, I don't like the sound of that. Drunk and causing trouble. Warriors will never back down from a fight, even against their own faction, and they will never surrender or lose. No battle is too much for them. That is true, Random, that is true. It's pretty much you, for fuck's sake. Give me a few stripes on my head and we have sick beards. Hoop, not gonna lie, I have looked like that many times in my last job, so, you know, yeah, you're not wrong. Your nuns make Chuck Norris cry. Well, now. No discipline at all, and I can't guarantee they won't run off some random quest, but they're honourable and in a fight unbeatable. We'll see. Tell me about the Eastern Knights. The Order of the Drowned Rose are highly respectable. They understand palace etiquette, but it's been years since they fought an actual battle. They're honourable, not like me then. Yes, exactly. Your quests are important, okay? Yeah, you gotta get those side quests. You can't always be the main quest. Do they have warrior nuns? I don't think so. Yeah, true. They mostly write poems these days. Yeah, that's not selling it for me. Excuse me. Terrifying warriors. And they've sworn a vow of silence, so at least they won't spill your state secrets. The battle nuns do look pretty good. It's not that I don't enjoy poetry, it's that I enjoy my military to be warriors, I guess. Lost military, they can't fight for shit. Poems, demonic poems. That is almost a plus, Caustic, now that I think of it. They could summon demons to their aid in battle via their poems. You're making a case for them now, Caustic. You're making me think. Shouldn't have said it. Shouldn't have said it. Nuns that chuck nuns. I like that. Their faith and loyalty to the church above all, even your safety. What foreign mercenaries do you suggest? Band of fearsome fighters from the Tatterlands called the Battle-Bitten Brethren. Specialise in bodyguard work, but they're costly, and hiring foreigners will be considered an insult to all the regions. I have made my decision. I don't need it, and I'm gonna fuck that. I definitely. The goth vampires, the nunchuck nuns. You're gonna get Spanish Inquisitioned. Why would you want demons on your side when you could have the ninth? Yeah, ninth Big G. That is true. Well, foreign mercenaries are out. I am not gonna do that. Do I want the Northern Warriors who are going to be unbeatable in war, who actually want to overthrow me with their military? But beards, yeah. I don't need one, we're all friends here. Yeah, I don't need them. Yeah, hold on. I mean, realistically, if I want the military and I should be going with the ones with the highest military, which, although it is the chiefs, they are looking to bring about Ragnarok. Battle nuns are interesting. I do like the idea of demons. The nuns are boosted by faith too. Are you just saying that now, Hero? Because they're one of yours? Or is that an actual thing? The chiefs are going to shit and vomit on the castle floor. Yeah, I would never. You don't think I see it coming? My first time round, I have to. The Northern Warriors it is. They are loyal. The South and the East, however, have gone up in defiance. Warrior heroes arrive a few weeks later. They swagger in with big grins and bigger axes, belching and singing and roaring out unsavory jokes. One of your courtiers faints. I mean, they just need to learn to get a thicker skin, don't they? Absolutely outrageous. Expecting Inquisitors to arrive within the week. Thank you for the notification, Strix. I'll be expecting them and waiting. Release the battle nuns of the South. I do have the strongest faction loyal to me. Oh well, strongest military loyal to me. I agree, it was a good choice. We'll see how it plays out. That is that sorted. We now have an avalanche. Chief Griff comes in. A devastating avalanche has buried a mountain villager within your domain. There were a mountain village, Jesus, within my domain. There were few survivors. I suppose the kingdom should lend a helping hand. A tragedy, but there's nothing we can do. I suppose the kingdom should lend a helping hand. Other nobles are under no obligation to help the North, but surely they will vote with compassion. Will they though? Compassion? You lot? I don't know about that. Let us see what happens. Send financial aid. Instruct the Archbishop to lead a memorial for the lost. There's nothing that can be done. Wow. Okay. So sending financial aid will increase some wealth. It will reduce from the treasury. It will reduce defiance. The Archbishop will increase defiance and reduce faith. And nothing that can be done. Well, you know, there's nothing that can be done. Never even us have trouble with that. Our grammar, apparently. Hero thinks you should vote B. And now he's saying A. Send financial aid. You all want to get wealthy. More money for you. I could veto that option and save my treasury. But nothing can be done for the unwashed Northerners. You do have a witch hunt at present, so you are looking to increase your faith. That will decrease it. Wish to anger the North. We guard your palace, your head, and your kingdom. It's got covered in a load of snow, not unwashed now. We don't need to increase defiance. It increased faith of only the North. True. True. Sure want to raise the defiance of the ones with the strongest military. Well, the decision is yours. Voting begins now. So vote A, B, C. I have no hoop with to do nothing. I will not help the pagan. Well, enough people want to. Oh. We have the grandees coming in. 2 of the grandees voting to be pious and help the pagans. Well now. So that is over. We are sending financial aid. Your funds go towards resettling the survivors in neighbouring villages, with enough gold to see them through the winter. The treasury is now at 1800, Defiance can't go any lower. So, they're happy. It's what the Knight would have wanted, I agree. And Chief Griff skims a little off the top, of course, for her trouble. 150 gold goes to Griff. Well done. The Knight would want the Fatalist gone. Well, now you see what happens. Now you can make your decisions in other ways. We have an invitation. Let us see what happens. Random chair is coming along. Your Majesty, this year we'll be holding the winter feast in my clan hall. It would be an honour if you could attend. Winter feast, what's that? 10 days of drinking, eating, fighting, competing, drinking, singing, stamping, drinking, and drinking, Your Majesty. Sounds like a laugh. The Knight would want the Fatalist gone as they did with the 8 gods. True. They are a compassionate and progressive church. Apparently so. All will take place at the coldest time of year as the snows bury us in. But you won't need to wrap up warm. That's what the whiskey is for. Excuse me, you misspelled whiskey. You forgot the E. I know you're heathens, but at least do that right. Tell that to the High Inquisitor. Very true, very true. I'm very sorry, but I must decline, or I'm looking forward to it. Well, I mean, they want to honour me. Expect us to be literate, we're busy fighting giants. See, this is where the money from that damn avalanche went. They're sitting inside drinking it away. Malaysia suggests against it. Sounds like a scheme to drive a knife into my heart. I appreciate that suggestion, Strix, but since they have 0 defiance, and they are my protectors, I mean, I could always just say no and it'll increase the defiance. I will attend. Winter Feast is a special time of year. You'll see. It's honourable to take the invitation. The season has ended. Now nobles can use your wealth, so you can bid on building in any region, each of which affects a stat. It's done through an auction where only 2 of the most buildings... Oh yeah, so top 2 will get funded. So if you put money into something and it isn't funded, you'll get your money back, so you're not going to lose it. When the auction is open, commands can be funded with the following. Yeah, so exclamation fund A and then the amount. That will say it. So fund A 500 will give 500 gold towards A. When you're ready, hit start auction. So we have the fortress, which will increase the military for the chiefs. We have the stadium, which will decrease the military for the chiefs. We have an aqueduct, will increase farming for the counts, which they want to do. We have a monument, which will increase my authority. I agree, you should do that. The grandees, we have a cathedral, which will increase your faith, and an observatory, which will decrease your faith. So fund, yeah, it is fund. The way here I've done a fund B and then the amount. I haven't started the auction yet, so it hasn't started yet, but it'll be exclamation fund, space, your choice, space, the amount. Exactly. Like random just put. Keep in mind what you want, but also keep in mind the Chiefs have a high military, that is their game. So you can also play this strategically, and rather than voting for what you want, you can vote against your opposing faction. So you can all look after your own interest, increase your faith, increase your farming, increase your military, or you can try to stop the others by decreasing theirs. This is where you get to choose. The cathedral will surely boast the common folk's faith in the night god, and definitely not be used by you to store secrets of mine in its catacombs. Well, you know. You only need 5 mil. Okay. Hopefully everybody has made their decisions. Only 7. We need 5. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, true. So you can make your decisions based on that. PVB, welcome in. And thank you for the follow. You are a chief of the North. And you're in at a pivotal moment. So you can make your decision here. I'm assuming you know how to play the game. If you don't, it is just here. So you're a chief of the North. Your current scheme is Ragnarok. You want to increase your military. However, the Counts are looking to increase their farming, and the Grandees are looking to increase their faith. So you can either choose to increase your own, or choose to go for decreasing the others. And by decreasing the others, therefore, increase your own. You were QA on the game last year. Oh, lovely. Nice. Don't worry so much about the colours. The colours are a fun extra thing, but if they're not working for you or it's not happening for you, don't worry so much about it. It's all good. Griff is the richest noble hero. Well, everybody is pretty much on the same. Griff just has that little bit extra on top. So we are going to start the auction. Think about where you want to go. Think about what you want to do. Do you want to work for yourself? Do you want to work towards or against your other factions? It begins now. 60 seconds. We start with A and E. And now we have some money into B. So we 600 in A, 400 in E. B has 220. So far it's A and E. Still A and E. A is in the lead now with 1,000. And E has 650. Ad break. I can't even pause this. It's the top 2. Fund E 600. Well, I mean, you didn't need to do that, Caustic, but fund F 100. F will not get funded right now. You have to beat 1,000 to be funded. With 10 seconds remaining, and we have no counts voting. Well, sorry, we had high voting, but... Oh, B and A just took over. A snipe at the very end to fund B. So your military gets increased and decreased. This is the other thing you gotta keep an eye out for. Well done, well done. OP jumping in at the end, throwing 1,000 towards it. But this is what, if you don't fund your own one, this is what can happen. Somebody can nip in and at the last couple of seconds cause a change in it all. Through 400 right at the end, you typed so fucking fast there. Right, season has ended. So you'll all be able to see your personal wealth. PVB took it like a champ, is now down to 1. OP has nothing left. Griff is still our richest noble. The wine's needed. Catacomb. Well, maybe next season. Just saved your money, to be honest. Yeah, true. So let's see. Curious discovery. Your Majesty will recall the devastating avalanche that struck the north. Yes, I remember a tragedy. I won't lie, I don't know what you're talking about, or vaguely. Yes, we funded it, so I remember. That's where my money went. The avalanche uncovered an ancient stone door embedded in the mountainside. We suspect it may be one of our ancestors' tombs. Oh, interesting. Some locals pried open the door and investigated within. They did not return. Well, here we get to decide, grave robbing time or not. Do we send a group of renowned northern warriors to explore the ruins, send a team of scholars from Quail University, or order the tomb shut back up? Let the dead spirits lie in peace, you fools. Hell no, not the Draugr. Well, that's it. It's quest time. So now is your time to decide which you want to do. We will start. Personally, it's the Knight's job to deal with them, not ours indeed. Defiance is not high amongst anybody. If the Northerners want to explore the ruins, why not? But, you know, we'll let you all vote. Voting begins. The Knight might want to... Oh, you don't want to rescue the lost people in the catacombs? Well, it looks like it's getting shut up. Sorry, Northerners. The Chiefs will not like this, but they made their choices by going in there. Looks like it may be rebellion time. It's a tomb, they're already dead. Jesus. Well, that's what's happening. The tomb is getting shut. 6 nobles have voted for it. This is the tomb of our ancestors, and we deserve to know what it's hiding. You're forbidding us from knowing our own heritage. That has increased Defiance to 2. I suspect she's more concerned over the fact that the ruins could contain valuable treasure. Still no point risking it. That's what it's... Yeah, that's what it's all about. Okay, finding a spouse. It's time to marry one of you fucks. In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, the nobles, even the spy master. But there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year. I've been busy. Is it really that urgent? But mother, I don't want to get married. I've been busy. Better find a time, don't worry. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or you don't mind? Women.
Low income? Not me. I can't get enough of the stuff.
Oh, McGill, I like it. Welcome in, McGill. Is your mom single? Well, my dad's dead. She's a widow, so, you know. Sorry to interrupt. How's it going? You're not interrupting at all. It's going well. We're only kind of kicking off at the moment and learning bits and pieces. But, rather coming to sink than sinking to come. Yes. It's interesting so far. That just reminded me of a movie. I can't remember. I'll have to remember the name. There was a horror movie I was watching a while ago, and during it, like, the guy kills somebody and then has a wank in the sink. It was bizarre. Anyway, I digress. Where the other events that hurt more. Yes, exactly. How's your day gone, Magoo? Did you get what you needed to get for your stuff? Also, if you would like to join Magoo, you can just do !join followed by he, she, they, which obviously in your case it's she, and it will put you into one of our factions here and give you the options of voting. Excellent, I'll send out the messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. So we're going to see who's coming, but, well, obviously me. Patricians are here. They're all over the place. We're surrounded. Okay, escaped experiments. Well now. Apparently something has escaped from the cellars of Count Kev's castle. Count Kev, what have you been doing? I've asked for an eyewitness report from a local. A local peasant. Hello, Your Majesty. It was a right unholy sight. A monster stitched together from parts dug up from the village cemetery. I recognized my Aunt Edna's earlobes. I will not ask how you recognize your Aunt Edna's earlobes, but, you know. Hey, Enrico, how are you getting on? Am I enjoying it? Yeah, it's good fun. I mean, I knew I was going to enjoy it anyway, because it's just fun. And people getting this plot and scheme and fuck about is also fun. Goddamn counts. What they tell you about vampirism? Well, it seems like they've done a lot more than that. His poor Aunt Edna's earlobes have been used. Shocking. Shocking. Enerdil, if you would care to join, you can do !join space he, and it will bring you into our noble list, give you 1,000 gold to start, and give you the right to vote in all decisions and auctions. Enerdil is in. I'm guessing... Oh, no, he is not a grandee. He's a count. Enerdil is in the shady shit right now. This is dealing with you. So you are one of the counts. You can also see in the extension on the top left, it will show you your faction's colour, how much your personal wealth is, and what your clan's current goal is. So you're on Blood Ritual, which is to increase your farming above everyone else in 4 seasons, I think. Probably a few counts go AFK. Yeah, I think so. Well, there's definitely a few counts AFK. So you're not being oppressed. These are okay. Battle nuns, send in the battle nuns. Exactly. Did it hurt anyone? Bring me Count Kevin. An abomination. Oh. Let's see what Kev has to say. This creature is my life's work, your grace, and my son. Life's work and your son. His escape was regrettable. He just wanted to see the village up close. Rest assured, I've changed him up far more securely in my dungeon to ensure this won't happen again. It's too late for that, Count. You and your unholy creation must be burned. It's the only way to cleanse the world of your evil. The High Inquisitor's in. He's on the up and up, honest. Well now. Some choices of uncertain outcomes called challenges. These can be random based on a stat. The percentages show the chance of success. So our options: burn both Kev and his monster, which will increase stability, fate and defiance. Burn the monster but let the count live, which will decrease stability, fate, increase fate and increase defiance. The monster may live as long as it stays in prison, will decrease defiance, decrease stability, decrease fate, and decrease authority. And free the monster has a 50% chance. Well, we are not having that option, because I am not decreasing everything. So we are vetoing C, so you get the choice of A, B, and D now. I think what you need, the Count must also suffer lest he remakes this abomination. That is a point, if that's the way he's want to go. Child of the 7th, apparently. Both the Count and the Stitch creation are monsters and deserve no mercy. You want to smell that fresh donner meat. As a Count, you feel like Kev did nothing wrong, and this monster is just misunderstood. Well then, Enerdil, you know what you have to do. Random says A or B. I like the idea of, A does increase my stability. I don't want the decrease in stability. But at the same time, I don't exactly want to burn them. Okay, folks. The other thing is, freeing the monster is a 50% chance. Where's the Senate as the Republican nomination, the next US election option? It's not here. This is the year 948. Hoop. That country doesn't exist yet. Vote A with us. This creature is a mistake and an insult to the Night God. And I'm talking about the Count. Right, gentlemen and gentle ladies, it is time. Get your votes in. Random wants to burn. Hoy wants to free. We have 2 votes for freeing, 3 votes for burning. Nobody wants to let the Count live. 4 against 3. Somebody could pip it at the end. Oh, 5 against 3. It looks like this is over. It is over. We are burning both Kev and his monster. So we will see Kev the second returning. Any other cheese out there? Are you alone already? Yeah, I thought... Let me see. PVB was here. Perfect and Bell. Well, Griff we know is AFK. Perfect and Bell will be lurking a bit, so random it seems like you may be alone with some of these decisions at the moment, unfortunately. Well, burners if you wish, you fools. I was on the verge of defeating death itself, but burning your own saviour. The East is now aggravated. Sweet, sweet mystery meets spell. Count Kev and his hideous creation are burnt together at dawn, clutching each other's hands. Common folk celebrate that the Ninth's justice is done. The East has now increased their faith, and the kingdom has increased its stability. Hope, Seath, and Maul. Count Kev has died. Count Kev II has joined the council. So this is the other thing, if you die during battle, if you're killed, if anything happens, you come back as the second, the third, the fourth, and so on. F yes, F in the chat. I'll give my own F. Hold on, where is that one? There we go. There's an F for you. Lack of sympathy from other nobles is noted. That's, I mean, he's still a person. He may have done terrible things, but, you know, whoops, F. Oh, shit. And that is the end of the season. Maybe you could write a poem and bring him back. You were busy writing a moving eulogy. Well, I mean, he died because of that. Magoo, you do not belong to a faction. You don't have to actively participate. If you wish to join, you can still get in on it and get a faction and potentially a vote at some stage. Taxation time. May collect a common tax or target a specific region. Taxing a region will increase their defiance and decrease noble wealths. Oh, the 9th taxes. Yes. Yeah, shares on their own. You're baking right now, but enjoying watching. Oh, baking, huh? What you baking? We'll get some people back. There has been some increase in wealth. Nobody's dirt poor anymore. So, what do we do? The wealth is evenly distributed, it looks like. Tax the AFK. It's a seek bun in the oven. Oh, this is... Yeah, right, never mind, so... we can tax the counts. We can tax the grandees. We can tax the chiefs of the north, but for some reason there is no increase in treasury. The grandees make 500 wealth from a series of uncanny investments. The urban nobles gain 200 wealth. Well, you've all made some money. You're already suffering of votes. I'm not going to tax you directly, don't worry. See, tax the south. The south and the east do have the most. I'm not looking to increase the east's defiance right now. Use our money for your churches to help the needy. South is rich. I could just do a common tax. Happy for you to tax again. You see, the thing is, defiance is not your aim. Your aim is farming anyway, but... Who have we got? Stout needs money to sing glory everlasting to the night god and make sure all hear good news. Tax them cunts. Might as well tax the grandees instead of common. A measly group don't need no... true, but you also have the wealthiest noble amongst you. The chiefs have the poorest, so the chiefs will be left alone. Chiefs will not be getting taxed. I'm taking from the wealthiest, and since the top two, it is the grandees. Wealth distribution will be even overall. Don't worry, time will come. The rest of them will get their taxes as well. This is your turn. Next season you'll be left alone. We have the Winter Feast or the eligible options, and now we have a brand new harvester in the south. Well, let's see what our eligible options are. We need to get on top of that. Took you long enough. She did say she was baking. Thank you, Anito, thank you. Send the martyr to the bleed on the royal carpet. How dare you? One chief versus rich cunts and middle-class inquisitors. Well, some will come back random. You're not going to be on your own the whole time. Found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance. Think of it this way, the entire north is actually yours. That is a way to think of it. Yes, yes, I know. And a partner for life, to have and to hold, don't forget. What if I don't want to marry any of them? Yes, yes, I know. Your mother leads you to the Great Hall, where she's arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Wait, I don't even get to meet them? Alright then, let's see the eligible bachelorettes. There's no time for sentiment. You just need a match that befits your station and suits your political needs. True. Mons! Mons! You've no money to build your church to feed the poor and needy. You'll find the money, Caustic. You will find the money. It's horrible the monks actually have to work in the fields. Yeah, right. She whisks away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Mag. Okay. This is Mag, firstborn daughter of the Northern PvB UK clan. Apparently, she can be a little shy with strangers, but I'm sure she's wonderful when it comes out of her shell. Okay, she keeps the company of witch women and god speakers who have taught her mysterious secrets. She was already engaged once, but it didn't last. No one's sure why. Not interested next. I can see the appeal, I suppose. I mean, already engaged, the mysterious circumstances. Witches, nope, that JPEG. The power of Odin in her hands, that is also true. Choir boys are already busy in the closed quarters of our scholars. Cannot afford them to work in the fields. Their knees are already raw with the hard work they provide. Fucking hell, I can't even say that with a straight face. Yes, build the church and make them come to the church. Already engaged sounds like a poor match for great kings such as yourself. Yeah, I don't like that part, I must say. A northern brute like her does not belong in the castle. Well, now, I wouldn't go that far here. But I do not like this already engaged. I don't mind the rest. Next. This woman sounds like she will cast a horrible curse on you if you so much as disagree with what to eat for breakfast. Just think of your child's beard. You have a point there, but let's see. This is Vladina, the eldest daughter of the Eastern Enerdil dynasty. Apparently, you had a hell of a time getting her to smile for this portrait. She's not smiling. Spends most of her time with a fencing master, mastering the blade. I've heard a rumour that she's training herself for some epic confrontation with an old rival. I don't see what all the fuss is about personally. She's an intriguing candidate. I'm intrigued by the blade. Intriguing indeed. She might not smile, but can snoo. And finally, from the south, Cardosa, the eldest daughter of Strix. She's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? Oh, there's a savvy businesswoman who has had success in the spice trade. Rumours that she's obsessed with avenging an old slight on her family honour. Not bad at all. I do not particularly like...
Hey, this is the 9th god. You should totally marry that groundy babe. I have no ulterior motives.
I like that hero, making use of it. Well done, well done. Ah yes, your daughter is simply dashing, isn't she? That she is. Nice night, loving girl. False god whisper in thine ear. Bearded genetics won't complain about not having cover since she lives in the north. Ours one. She's a god speaker after all. True. Slight on her honour is a terrible thing, truly. I'm sure marrying you, my liege, would alleviate it. Not bad at all. What do you think? Of course, by picking candidate, you'll anger other regions, but you'll gain lifelong allegiance, a lifelong alliance even. Show me Mag again. Mag was the northerner, comes out of her shell. Ladina was the non-smiler who can fence well. Not bad. And Cardosa, oh, she is the ego though, right? An ego the size of the sun. Don't know that I like an ego the size of the sun, I gotta say. Also, gag reflex is impressive. Clearly the fairest of the three. Think of the monetary benefits you could bring to your treasury with her savviness. That is true, Strix, that is true. Nothing to work towards for yourself here at all, right? Yeah, well to the south. Merge with two well contentions. Your fellow counts in the east. First-hand experience, sir. Oh, gentlemen, now. That does not get out of hand here. She has no ego, just knows her worth. Be nice to have a savvy businesswoman on your side. I mean, the counts are trying to rebel, might as well keep the strongest faction happy. So she is being tainted, he's just talking shit. She talks in her sleep though. There you go, random, you're not alone anymore. Where's your slapping glove? That's, yes, I think you need your slapping glove out. Right, we need to increase... Ooh. Don't want to increase the defiance too much, but I think we're kind of already there anyway. The beard genetics. I'm sorry, it's not going to be Mag of the North. I don't like that. She's already been married once and it was under suspicion. Already betrothed once. Under suspicious circumstances. I can't have that. No. This one's your spanking glove. Ooh. This dueling. Ah, here it is. Who's getting the dueling glove? Pure mathematical standpoint, you'll increase super low defiance in the south and the north and lower the defiance in the east. South's candidate is no pure maiden, as Nibble has shown. Well, no. He already taxed us. Why gives the most powerful region more power? Gentlemen, I have made my decision. It is going to be Vladina. We need to decrease that defiance a little more. Cardosa loves death metal as well as listening to... I can imagine Cardosa having a Spotify list. Your king has chosen, I'll hear no more of it. Good, Enidil, good. I'm glad to hear it. A brand new harvest. Griff is coming in. Your Highness, the scholars and great thinkers of the South have invented a new farming implement. Well now, some kind of horse-drawn machine that automatically reaps and threshes grain. They call it a wheat eater, and it's revolutionizing agriculture. The South's farming is now gone up. It will be of great use to us in the North. Our farms are struggling to keep up with demand, you know. We'll not share... Well... Caustic's in to say he's not going to share. We'll not share the designs with the likes of you, Northern Leech. Our people work hard on that machine. We deserve to reap its rewards, not you. Grandy's care to join us in purging of this heretic. I am not a heretical king. How dare you? I like the Hotel Mario Node MP4. Speak for the North and the North alone. Cunt. At least it shows wasn't an unwashed brute from the ninth knows where. Now you need to focus on this. Are you going to allow it or not? So, we have to force the grandees to distribute the designs, which will increase farming for all, I'm guessing, and increase the fines. Compensate the grandees for the invention and share it with other regions, which will increase wealth, farming, and decrease the treasury. I don't mind taking a hit on that one. Leave the machines in the south only, or halt the production of these machines. They're an affront to honest farmers everywhere, which will decrease farming, increase faith, and increase the fines. Fighting giants or Draugr for Odin's sake, leave our literacy rates alone. You'll be fine with C. You don't mind just leaving the south only? So you don't want it, even though it's for your faction in the north? Machine is the invention of our scholars, blessed by the ninth, given it to the heretical heathens, pagans. Being an insult to the faith, the ninth would not approve. Grandees should vote C, obviously. Well, Monarch's choice. Would be to share with everybody and compensate. Add. Yes, well, we will wait till they're back, so. Once Hero says the ads are over, no ads for you, you're immune. Excellent. It just means your ad blocker's good. It's not a good choice. Why not? Strix, why not? You don't believe that they are going to stay in the south, though? This is the thing. Get those bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes. They will still be in the south. You will be paid for your invention, and everyone else will work towards it. You do have a good ad blocker. There's advertised to stop even Twitch ads. Nice. You're a gift from the ninth to the south, and she'll stay in the south. Do the ninth not want all people to believe in their ways? Would this show of generosity not aid in people's opinions of the ninth? Do you not think? Right, we are going to start voting now that everybody's back, so PvP, you can still vote. You haven't voted yet. Voting begins now. You have 30 seconds. Get your votes in. Oh, so far it's only in the south. One for my choice. They don't deserve the knight's blessing. Well now. And only 2 of you wish to halt the production. So it looks like we are leaving it in the south only. It has been decided. You do not recognize Odin as a god, only as an idol. Well now. This is how the vote has gone. This is cruel, council. Our people need those machines, but these greedy dogs get to hoard them and watch us suffer. Defiance is now up to 4. Chief Griff, please fall on deaf ears. While farming in the south continues to reap the benefits, weed eaters, other regions stagnate. So farming is now up to 9 in the south. So for counts, you want to try and down that because, you know, you want to be the highest farming. Faith, well, Grandees, you're looking to get increased faith, and Chiefs are doing well on military. They're on point for where they want to be. We have the Winter Feast. After weeks of leading your baggage train along perilous mountain road, you finally arrive at the snow-swept clan hall of Chief Random Chair. Can't avoid one person, yeah. Sorry, Random, if I could reallocate I would, but alas. Oh, PVB was here as well with you. Hall is crammed with all the chiefs of the north, sitting cheek to cheek along the tables, groaning under the weight of the food and ale. Welcome, your majesty. Ah, there you are, Random. To my humble hall, take a seat, grab a drink. It's customary at Winter Feast to exchange gifts with the host. What did you bring? A casket of overflowing with sapphires, a champion warhorse, some fine silk pajamas, an axe with an emerald-encrusted shaft. I can decrease defiance. I can increase your trade. Your personal wealth, but that'll take a hit on the treasury. And your defiance. But I can also just decrease your defiance and increase your wealth. I'm not going to give you nothing. Mons! Well, now. Caustic, McGoo's asking you questions. Go respond to her. Some fine silk pajamas seem reasonable, you think? Put lice in the pajamas. Titty pics, woo! There you go, Caustic. You got the titty pics you wanted. I somehow don't think so, but you know. You can still hope. Even a warhorse to aid in the next mighty quest. A warhorse would be good. I could take the opportunity to decrease defiance for an additional 250 though. Yeah, exactly. Shush. I'll want them as well. And the poor, if you hand me pajamas, it will not be pajamas, don't worry.
I am the actual ninth god. Sacred pajamas are a traditional host gift.
Enerdale. How dare you? Advise against helping the pagan north, but if you need to give something, then pajamas should be fine. It's a return favour for the dick pic you got? Alright, I see. Night god has spoken, the night speaks. The night speaks. In the voice of Brian, for some reason. I don't know. Fuck the night. Well, now it's getting heated over here. This is the king's decision, and an axe is the option. Random chair gets increased wealth. I see a decrease in my treasury, and the defiance goes down. But extraordinary craftsmanship. Useless as a flagon full of seawater, of course. Certainly looks pretty. I'll make sure all the chiefs know it's your generosity. After that, the feast lasts long into the night. The fires roar, the bards sing songs of the old days, and the lake of ale is consumed. A couple of hours in, you are extremely drunk, a little merry, or still stone cold sober. If it's gonna decrease defiance, I can be drunk. Oh, and the Claire's pajamas and insults, yeah. Didn't even give a go to an AFK. Well, don't worry, it's the random chair here, so it's fine. The boys against the south and the battle nuns. When are you not drunk? How dare you? The chiefs appreciate how much you're getting into the spirit of things. They roar with laughter at your mumbled jokes. Someone claps you on the shoulder so hard your crown falls into your beer. As Winterfest draws on and the snow piles up outside the doors, the mood in the hall turns raucous. Your memory is blotchy, but you distinctly recall leading the entire hall in song, taking part in a contest, or getting into a fight. This is what Winterfeast is all about, yeah. Would you suggest that the downside of getting hammered with some northern brute will reveal itself after the Defiance decrease? Maybe. If it's a song, then I gotta sing it on stream. I could be singing about the glory of the night god, nobody knows. The chief roars alongside you, full-throated, as you sing the stirring battle songs of the north long into the night. You wake the next morning, you find yourself sprawled out in the hall, random chairs sitting beside you, eating some bacon and eggs. Really got in the swing of things last night, Your Majesty. Mighty impressed I was. Didn't even think you knew the words to some of those songs. I didn't. To be honest, you may have got too into the swing of things. Oh dear, what did I do? Here comes our increase. Lothar, welcome in. You are a chief. There you go, random. You got an additional. Oh dear, what did I do? You sang some songs that are very aggressive towards the other regions. Some songs that rhyme with pillage. That rhyme pillage with village. Well now, word spreads quickly. Accusations of northern favoritism becomes a thorn in your side. Of course. This is what happens. Why no grandies? Yeah, you are a little light. It's weird. You bid farewell to the chiefs and begin the long, perilous journey back to the capital. Hey, it happened, but you know, what can you do? And that, my friends, is the end of the season. Brokering an alliance. Far to the north, where the snow blankets the landscape and wolves howl in the night, the chiefs plot to bring about the end of the world. Ragnarok. Organa initial talks with the ice giants are going so well that they gift us a new patch of fertile land in the northern valleys. Farming is now up to 4. There we have Chief Perfect Doll. We should be progressing. We are progressing, don't worry. Do you know what the song said about your daughter? They said no such things. Don't you worry. The gods are good. With luck, this will be the foundation of an alliance strong enough to rock the world. Ice giants are a formidable ally, tall as a building and limbs like tree trunks. Those southerners don't know how to fight them like we do. Well now. First, we must offer something to the giants' desire. A whole kingdom's worth of pillage. Just what I was thinking. If we fill the kingdom with bountiful goods and plunder, the giants won't be able to resist. Next stage of the chief's scheme, you must raid other regions' trade to a combined total of 10 or more in 3 seasons. So you've passed stage 1 of Ragnarok, stage 2, you gotta increase 10 trade. In the south, in a picturesque castle overlooking the southern city of Meronia, or Merona, whatever. 2 grandees lie back and enjoy the sun. Glorious work, my friend. Be a faithful south and a friendly High Inquisitor. If it isn't, a nightly nibble. And OP is here. Now's the perfect time to expose the king's sins. I have no sins. I already have combined total of 10, so that was easy. Well, there you go. I already have leads on information from inside the palace that we can use against the king. It's only a matter of time. We have the High Inquisitor on our side. We must also sow dissent among other regions. He won't succeed alone. Next stage of the scheme, grandees must raid other regions to find the combined total of at least 8, or ensure another region begins a rebellion in 3 seasons. Okay. Here I can vote for a new law. Only adopt 1 new law at a time and use maximum 3 laws to use, so... Swing votes call for unity or a royal gamble. Plus 500 in the treasury if the nobles vote for the selected option. If the nobles vote otherwise, it's minus 500. I don't think I want that. After voting, nobles can change their minds and vote for a different option. +1 stability if more than 50% of nobles vote for any one option. I will adopt a call for unity. They might seem that way, but I want to increase my stability. So, you know. What am I fucking seeing here? On our left arse cheek. Slapping glove. How dare you? I missed that one. Right, end the year. And we move into another year. The Royal Wedding, Powerful Storm, or Plague of Rats. Well, let's have the Royal Wedding, shall we? Stop min-maxing. Yeah, well, look. Gotta go AFK for a few minutes. No worries. OP, all good. Brutal King to the south. Wedding to Vildina is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. Feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Vildina at your side. Or Vladina. You take this woman to be your lawful wedded wife. Yes. That's what we like to see. Stability is up to 8. My authority is up to 5. Defiance is now down amongst all regions. Things you can do while you get married, huh? And that's what Elise mainly thanks to the snow. Careful, counts and chiefs. He will turn on you as well. Well, you'll never know what's going to happen. Oh, night, she's an edgelord. Changing my mind would be funny, but I'm not doing it. By the time you find yourself alone with Vladina, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. Did you see the 8 crows perched in the church tower as we walked into the cathedral? A dire omen. Come on, cheer up. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. If your words don't seem to sink in, instead Vladina bursts into tears. The peasants have the right idea. They get married for love, not for politics, or to live a simple life of a commoner. Somehow I doubt you'd actually enjoy being poor. Your life's not so bad. There, we're both in this together. The Ruddy 9, welcome in. You are a count. Jesus, the grandees are being left alone, huh? That's crazy that we haven't had another grandee in a while. Welcome in. Half help but being oppressed. Speak well when she bore some well speak of. When he bore well now. Yes, Gostic. Didn't even drink or dance. Your life's not so bad. There, we're butting this together. Somehow I doubt you'd actually be happy. You didn't get to pick? No, you don't get to pick, Ruddy. It just puts you in. It's just random. Hate to agree with the heathen, but he's right. She'll give you something, don't worry. More chiefs and counts AFK. The game adds new players there. Yeah, true. Grandees are the most active. Her solemn face shows her life isn't too bad. Yep. There, we're in this together. You comfort Vladina long into the night, listening as she expresses her doubts and fears. As dawn breaks, she falls asleep on your shoulder, exhausted. I comforted her, alright. Don't worry, we'll have an heir soon. A powerful storm. The Ruddy 9 is straight in. A terrible storm has struck the east. Tragically, many houses have been swept away in the floods and the roads are totally impassable. Farming is down to 5 and trade is now down to 2. So, you no longer have that combined trade. I'll never understand why the other faiths hate other faiths so much. Sacrifice goats and criminals. That's all. Don't force it to convert. True. That fucked us exactly. Oh, what a tragedy, boo-hoo. Now, gentlemen. Now. Have some compassion. The Ninth would want you to. So here's what we do. Spare no expense in rebuilding what was lost. Send extra troops from the north to clear the roads. The east will have to fend for itself, or ask the church to lead the relief efforts. Exactly. Whiny emo children, a lot of them. You said it. We can increase farming, trade, and stability, and decrease defiance, but it will greatly decrease the treasury. Don't know that I like that. C or D would be best for the kingdom. C would definitely not be best for the kingdom. I do not want decreased stability and increased defiance. And as such, we are not allowing that one. Enerdil, we are going to do one of them. We are not allowing nothing to happen because I do not want to decrease the stability. It is high, but I still don't want it to decrease, so we're okay. D will be best. We have an 80% chance on fate. I will leave it up to yourselves. Voting begins now. 30 seconds. Vote A, B, or D. We have a 50-50, 80% faith roll to ask the church to help. It's still a 50-50. No. Oh, it's still a 50-50. Who's going to get that final vote in and change it? Nobody. 5-5. Well now. Voting is tied at 5. Break the tie by selecting one of these options. So I now get the decision. Change. Alright. Monks are ready to venture into the lands. Good. I don't like the idea of decreasing my wealth. However, I do like the idea of increasing trade and farming for everybody. However, some of you are against me. Greedy king is a lonely king. Gotta go again. No worries, Magoo. Thank you for popping in. Enjoy your baking. You don't need military though, so A or B raise trade for counts that you need. Think of my treasury. I mean, I am thinking of my treasury. We are going to ask the church. And it failed. The church proved unwilling to spend much of their hard-earned gold. It turns out the priests, while excellent at preaching to a flock, aren't great at rebuilding houses. Well, an 80% roll went tits up. That's nice to see. Church relief efforts are a dismal failure, turning the common folk against them. With no one to repair the roads, trade falls to standstill, and stockpile crops rot in their storehouses. East Defiance is up, their faith is down, and the stability is down overall. All is not lost. Don't worry. And we have a plague of rats now. Count SOS strides into a council chambers, distraught, waving a dead rat by its tail. Fields and barns in the east are overrun by vermin, and we've no more poison for these horrible things. We can't cope anymore. Now we have decisions to make. Take that rat and go. The east can handle this alone. Deliver a supply of rat poison. Send them a shipment of cats. or hire some adventurers to clear out the rodents. If we don't raise trade, there'll be no stage trade. True. You gotta go now. No worries, Brandon. Thanks for hanging. Consus, yeah. Appreciate it. Have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your night. They can figure it out on their own. Sea would suffice. We could send them a shipment of cats. What think you? Do we call for unity? They have already had a terrible disaster, this is true. No compensation for the storm, you must have the adventurers. That could happen, certainly. However, it is not I who makes the final decision. It is up to your fellow nobles, and it'll make the plea to them. We are just going to start it. I'm not going to put a favour on any of them. Voting begins. You have 25 seconds. We have some hired adventurers or a shipment of cats. Neither is a bad idea. I don't like being poor, but you know, we can take it. A shipment of cats seems to be the go-to right now. And with 2 seconds remaining, it is a shipment of cats. Count SOS bows to you deeply. Can't thank you enough, Your Highness. You send your caravan of cats over to the east. By the time they reach their destination, they're both hungry and very angry. Perfect rat-catching mindset. Oh my god, there's only an 80% chance again. Wait to hear what happens. Don't fuck me. Yes. Soon the rats are gone and most households in the east have a very satisfied cat guarding their food. You hope kittens don't become a problem. They probably will be. Maybe you actually sent your priests, you wouldn't have to worry about the heathens. Norris BBB. And our defiance has gone down. With that, we end the season. Late at night, two counts meet in the ancient stone cemetery to discuss their schemes against the king. Our grain stores are looking decidedly mediocre. We need to stock up so that we can, so that when the famine comes, we can outlast the others. Count's aim is to have the highest farming, which you currently do not. The grandees outweigh you. Counts need to up your farming. Sort it out. Look at this. I still have no air. I need to sort that out. So, the chiefs of the north of the raise other regions total trade to at least 10 in 2 seasons, which currently we're not there yet, but we're close. The blood ritual scheme for highest farming is failing, and the grandees have to raise the other regions to find so at least 8 in 2 seasons, which is not there. So we're both on phase 1. You're on phase 2, but we're not there yet. It is time for a new season. Shame if the grandees happened upon a plague. It would be a shame if they happened upon a plague. I agree. Hard to build a farming level when other counts vote against farming options. You gotta make your plea to them. And I know. Call for apprentices. Let's have a look. Hero F comes along. Dreadful tidings, Your Majesty. A meddling wizard has set up shop in Calvone. I believe it's Gordius the Stone Talker. Tell me more about this wizard. Wizards have managed to tame creation itself. They wield untold power and are naturally distrusted by the church. Even the High Inquisitor wouldn't dare move against them openly. Well now. Gordius is dominion over rock and metal and stone and the deep places of Celeste Ath. Witchcrafting. What's going on? He's put out a call for new apprentices, which is a rare event. This is a once-of-a-lifetime opportunity for many. Droves of unwashed, glory-seeking peasants from all over the south are lining up for the chance. A hoop is there. Not just peasants. I rated, not rated. Also decided to apply. Competition will be fierce, but those peasants are no match. Well, the most powerful noble this council has ever seen. You couldn't put your claws on if it wasn't for your servants' help. Well now. We can't let this go ahead. Not only is it heresy, it presents a clear and dangerous conflict of interest. A conflict of interest how? Wizards only answer to themselves. Their power is unmatched, such that entire kingdoms cannot stand against them. Even an apprentice in the council would be disastrous. Count 2 could use magic to interfere with votes, or you, for that matter. Well now. You for one will throw your full support behind your fellow. I'm not surprised. We shall assemble the council.
What a foolishly foolish decision, you foolish fool. What a foolishly foolish decision, you foolish fool.
There has been no decision made, Caustic, so you know. There's no foolishly foolish decision. So the options: allow Count rated not rated to become Gordy's apprentice, require he forfeits his noble title in order to become the apprentice, so he can no longer be on the council then, or forbid him outright from traveling. I mean, we can allow him to become it. He gets off the council. He forfeits all his money. Get more and more convinced that the pagans of the north are more amicable than those counts. See? Fearmonger of the church leads to the east is still not recovered with the sword attempt to aid. Is this going on a... I think there's an ad running. Yeah, I just saw a thing tick there, so we'll wait. I'm gonna join the wizard, my liege. He waste thy kingdom on a drunken bender. He may. Right, not right, as a skilled magician, we might be able to recover faster. Well, if he is a magician, he will not. He cannot be allowed without some kind of sacrifice. So he either forfeits his wealth and his title, or he is forbidden. The choice, noble folk, is yours. Hero is out of that ad, yes? Wait. So, Hoop, you can make your decision as well. Voting starts now. I mean, I do personally like B. It will help the kingdom and my treasury. Vote B then, Hoop. Go for it. The Grandees are voting as one. Hey, Tilted. Did you join her? You did not. So, exclamation mark, join. We'll get you in. You can go join he, join she, or join they. I just wondering what I'd make you. I do not decide. Only the ninth may say, or the pagan gods of the north. It's a 50-50. I like this 50-50 because it just makes me rich. Vote B, Hero says. Let's face it, I just want the cash. It lives in a pocket away of a cup. Coffee cup clan, yes. Wait, no. The kingdom needs money, gentlemen. Unless you want me to tax you, I could tax the... I could tax you if you prefer. A rich king is not a lonely king, because it's not a rich king, it's a rich kingdom. The noble will surely wreak havoc throughout the kingdom on a drunken bender. He cannot, because he will no longer be a noble. Siding with the church has only led to disaster so far. Chief or hero, is that the old speak for thief or villain? Trying to be a pirate overlord here. So basically you can be a chief, a count, or a grandee. Depending, it will throw you randomly to a noble clan. Tilted. And there's different plans and different plots for each faction. The chiefs of the north are warrior clan, pagan clan. The grandees are of the south and pious to the ninth god. And the counts of the east basically are into witchcraft and shit. We are allowing Hoop to continue, but he will no longer be a noble. It will help the kingdom as a total. It is an acceptable compromise, the hero says himself. He begins his journey on his own. There you go. He's dead. But rated, not rated, the second gets in. Welcome, Jay Chamber. You are... I didn't see actually there. You are a chief of the north, I think, because most of our chiefs are not here. You can question my decisions, that is fine. But look what I've done for you. His presence in Calvone attracts all sorts of visitors. Throughout the power of his latent magic starts to wield crops for miles around. Well, I mean, you're wealthier, but your farming's down a little. You don't need that. You need your trade up anyway. You do actually need your trade up. No, that's for the chiefs. Oh, you need your faith up. Never mind. Your crops will recover. Tomb reopened. Well now. I have both chiefs and counts. There you go. Chief Griff is back. Tilted, where do you go? Tilted joins the chiefs. Jesus Christ, grandees. These are getting outplayed here completely. However, most of the chiefs are AFK right now, so we have another pagan, another chief of the north. The grandees are all present, so all of you on the grandees, everyone here is actively playing. The majority of these aren't, so that's why it's happening. Mid-scheme 2 across the board. Your Majesty, do you remember a while ago when you ordered the tomb we discovered on the mountain be shut back up and forgotten about? Yes. A low-born gang of cutthroats and looters dug the door back up. Despite our efforts, they cracked open the tomb. Oh, night God, what happened? And disappeared without a trace, I presume? Sadly, no. Okay. Looters marched back out of the tomb at the head of an army of magic warriors made from ice. They've taken over a nearby fortress and declared it an independent fiefdom called Frostopia. The fiefdom. This kind of defiance must be answered, Your Majesty. We don't have long to decide in response. What do you suggest? This treachery must be stamped out. Well, we come to our first vote on this one. That's BS. The chiefs did that themselves with the frost giants. It's not good. So send the diplomatic envoy to the looters, send the Northern Army to wipe them out, or do nothing. Vote these nuts. You said it, Snow. I do not like the idea of doing nothing. It will also decrease all of your military, which is not necessarily good. Military, it's only a 60% chance to send the Northern Army. Or we can send an envoy. I think it may only decrease the north. Seems like a gamble. It is a gamble for sure. 60%. We had an 80% loss earlier. Absolutely not A. I mean, if you're saying A is out, you're going C. You want to do nothing, Hoop. How are the rest of you feeling? Are you going to do something to help? Brutes will sort it out themselves. They simply look for a way to leech off you and your council. Either B or C. Either A, B, or C. B might be best. That's true. Fuck, the north didn't help us, or the south. It should not have been opened. Northern problem, northern solution. We will call for unity. It's a gamble, but remember who protects your borders. There may be dragons and undead there. Winter is coming. Especially if B fails. Yep. I do like to be diplomatic. We could look into that. However, I don't think any of you are taking the choice of A. You're all going B or C. And I'm feeling like most of you are probably going to go B. Sorry, Game of Thrones in my head with all this talk of the North. Understandable. Fate in the Nine protects one's existence more than steel and iron. Only counts certainly have no experience with the undead. You're going C. It will be C. Put your monarch's choice and C for bonus. Well, that's two of you saying you're going C so far. If we can't do nothing. If we do nothing, makes you worried that you're siding with the church, but C sounds right. If we do nothing, this new army just become a problem later. Battle on Covenant. Chuck Norris wishes the North to be shown a lesson. Reduce the military in the North, which is what you need. It is true. That is true. That's what B will do. Or could increase it. Mr. Walson. Mr. Walson, glad to welcome in. You are a chief of the North. Welcome in. It would be the North's problem. Another one. We have another one. The Grandees are all active right now. That's why it's doing this. The rest aren't here, really. I mean, I think you're going to go see... I don't like my authority being down, though. See, when you go see and it blows them the faces, consequences, yes. My stability will not go up. Well, my stability will go up if we do this, yes, but my authority will come down. This is my currently selected law, but why is it not letting me put that law in anything? Well, it won't let me, so we're just gonna go this way. Oh, I don't put it on a choice, I just call for unity. Sorry. It doesn't matter what the choice is. It's if most of you vote that way. I'm misunderstanding it. It's a general one, yeah. I just realized. Well, unity is being had in the form of we're doing nothing. We're decreasing military, decreasing authority, and increasing defiance. But if it's just amongst the Northerners, they have already got 0 defiance. 6 nobles voted to do nothing. Chiefs are furious at your lack of action. A few even ignore your orders and send their warriors to siege the Ice Warriors' reclaimed fortress. Hundreds of the North's finest soldiers are slaughtered. Kingdom's now... Oh, it's gone down by 2 for my authority. I do not like that. Hundreds of North's finest soldiers are gone. Defiance is up to 2, and military is the 6. Well now, how could you be so complacent, Your Majesty? Or even treacherous low-born crooks calling themselves lords and ladies within my territory. They're making their own laws and declaring you a tyrant. What are you going to do? My hands are tired. Do nothing. Or who cares about some distant North Castle? We go with the council. Fortress remains in the possession of magic ice warriors and the Ludus who command them. Fortunately, they are too cowardly to venture beyond their walls. Oh, the North is being hurt, gentlemen. The North is being hurt. They do raid the surrounding farms for food, however, the chiefs continue to grumble bitterly about the rogue fiefdom in their territory. And we have the Rising Tempers. Chief, get tilted. There you are. Look at you. Looking lovely. Stumbles into your throne room in a frenzy, nursing a bloody nose. Your Majesty, your queen consort is out of control, completely unhinged. But I think she's broke my nose. What the fuck did you do? No need to cry about it, you big baby. That's what you get when you insult my parents. Only spoke the truth. Regardless, you were the one who escalated to violence. I demand recompense for my injury. Ugh. Well, I don't know. That's you. That is you. I only spoke the truth, yeah. Enough of this pettiness. Perhaps we should vote on it. Fine, take this coin as an apology. So Tilted will get 300 wealth. I will lose 600. We should vote on it, in which case you can fuck me. Or enough of this pettiness, which I can't do because my authority is not high enough. No apologies to Northern Barbarians. This is one of the big strong warriors of the North beaten up by a poet's daughter. She didn't do anything. Or probably did it himself. Possibly. We shall vote. I'm sure my fellow chiefs will equally disgusted by Vladina's brutish behaviour. So, do we pay him or dismiss it? Much brutes couldn't deal with the sentient ice, and this is supposed to be the strongest. That is true. There's not much of a not to scam your nose is fine. He's got you by the nose now. You see, he has just admitted. I think we should dismiss the complaint, gentlemen. It is up to you. Obviously, he should be compensated. Well, no. This boy insulted your wife, parents, family, and Torn. Exactly. It truly is a petty problem. I believe so too. It should be dismissed. He insulted my good lady wife. He got a slap. That's what happens. Do not talk shit to my queen, or you get smacked. Learn from your mistake. It's not like you're split along practical lines here, I know, right? It's not even close. Chief, get tilted as ludicrous demands are thrown out by the councils. Seething, he slinks quietly out of the chamber. The North is up, and the season ends again. Now we have auction time. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Exactly. I can give you the glove you used in Strick's daughter. It's a good weapon instrument. No. So, we have auction. For anybody who missed the last auction, this is where you get to fund your stuff. So, chiefs are looking to increase the chiefs are looking to increase their military, above all else, I do believe. No, sorry, the trade in both have to be up. The blood ritual is coming from farming, and then the grandees want to be the most pious. Now they're in defiance above 8, I believe. Yeah, actually, never mind. Oh, his sauce. It looks like you have multiple monks, commoners saying you're bowing to the statue of the 7th. Caustic. Bowing to the statue of the 7th? How dare you? Push C, give the counts a break. RNG is being brutal on them this game. Chiefs fund the E with lots, not just 5 to 10. Aqueduct for the East, alleviate the impact from the storm. F will be the unholy path. You can check everyone's cash. I'm guessing you have none after you screwed you out of 1200. Your fucking majesty. Yes. Hoop, you would have 0. You have nothing to work with. That's what you get for wanting to be a heretic. Maybe E or A. So, what you gotta keep into account. I would vote for A. I would like you to increase my authority. Chiefs, you also get a nice little monument out of it. C increases farming, which obviously the counts need increased farming. Or you can increase your faith, which you don't need. And E will increase the trade for the grandees, which is what you're looking. No, you're looking to increase defiance or decrease the military. So it's all kind of down to yourselves whether you want to play into each other's hands or not. Personally, I would see it as favourable if you go with A, but I know none of you are going to do that. Let's go. Exclamation fund, space, your choice, space, how much you want to vote, or how much you want to pay. Top 2 get funded. Currently, E, which will increase trade, and C, which will increase farming. They are the 2 in the lead. You just want to talk shit. Yeah, that's fine, Tilted. You're a chief. So, generally you want to look at what your other factions are doing and what's benefiting them. But you'll learn as we go. It's all good. C and E are now. So farming and trade will increase. Do not speak to heretics. 15 seconds remain. We could have somebody come in at the end and poach out. C and E are still there. Are we going to get a last minute decision? D and C. Again, last minute. From Caustic this time. Thrown in to get D. So, the counts get both their decisions. Hard luck, gentlemen. And on we go. Let's see the results. Begging for scraps. Crystal pox. About my heir. Let's find out about my heir. Marriage to Validine has grown stale. Oh, you get along well enough and you've made some good memories together, but there's no spark. She cares more about perfecting her combat moves than your happiness. But spark or no spark, you still need an heir. Congratulations in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. Felt more like a life sentence than a wedding. It went about as well as could be expected. You're still in power, aren't you? Still got a crown on your head. That's what matters. You've done well so far, but something's still missing. An heir. Indeed, I'm missing an heir. This fucking daughter of yours, yeah, she's just not giving me any. Sort her out. What did you teach her? Need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard or the youngest of your many cousins. My wife and I will have a child together. I'll make my youngest cousin my heir. Pretty sure I have a bastard child lying around somewhere. I plan to adopt a lowborn child from the orphanage. Well now. Which I can be mean, you need to fund that first 50. Yeah. She'll come around eventually, you urge patience. Visions, decisions. Things have grown stale. She cares more about her weapons than anything else, not about my weapon. The ninth supports both bringing another faithful into the world as well as helping the poor. Any other option will lead to permanent stain in your dynasty. Make her care about your weapon. Careful, you get tossed out. Everyone usually adopts. Yeah, I mean, it's your different kind of fencing. Brilliant. Your liege does want the truthful ear, not a misleading one. I could adopt a child, I could have a child with her. You throw nightly nibble into the dungeons, he's done nothing but insult other noble families and now also your wife. Yeah, Caustic, watch yourself. How dare you. However, I am torn. I need to make my decision. At least give her another season. In another season, I may not be alive, and it'll. I am. That is true. Well, then you don't care. Lowborn child from the orphanage. Or we could take the bastard child. Pretty sure I have a bastard lying around somewhere. Gagged by a fellow nobles, I bet you are. Bastards will not lead to defiance. He is my child, regardless. The church won't be happy, but they're just as keen to avoid a civil war as we are. They'll legitimize the bastard without much fuss. I will see to the Archbishop tomorrow. There you go. I'm getting my heir. He may be a bastard, but he's my bastard. You may fear whatever you like, and it'll. Why by authority? I know, right? And I chose to fucking run for the authority. That's gone. Terrible. Bad choice it may be, but, you know, fuck it. Your Highness, I bring dreadful tidings. An outbreak of crystal pox is ravaging the south. Crystal pox, what is it? A terrible disease. It begins with a rash of boils, which slowly and painfully crystallizes until the poor victim is sparkling like a diamond. Okay. Eventually, the sufferer becomes crystalline statue, a painful and admittedly glamorous way to go. How many dead? Whole villages have succumbed. The disease is terribly virulent. If I may make a suggestion. Yes, treasurer, I know what you're going to say. Break the corpses, sell them off. Lorcan, thanks, Caustic. Victims of crystal pox are only infectious at the boil stage. Once you're fully covered in crystals, then no longer spreading the disease. The pox crystals can be harvested and used in jewelry. If we allow the pox to spread, we can make money in the south. Oh my god. By the ninth woman, that is heartless even for you. The only way to fight the pox is to close the roads and shut down all trade until the wave subsides. Is that what you want for the south to lose money? Well, decisions. Jesus Christ. Do we spread the pox and harvest the gems? Don't do anything one way or the other, or quarantine the south to prevent further disease. It's crystal pox. It's like the old joke about the butter. Don't spread it. Don't listen to the treasurer. Yeah, I don't want to decrease. You know, I don't need the money that badly that will spread the pox. Decrease farming, decrease military, decrease faith, decrease stability. If we don't do anything, we will increase trade. I do need authority, but none of them will give me authority. That is the problem. Otherwise, I would take that option. You can deal with this, don't let anyone in or out. Your populace will be cured faster than you can say, bless the nine. Bless the ninth god. True, true. I will, however, say we are not going to spread it and harvest the gems. As much as the treasury will like it, it's not the way we're going to go. So your decision here, folks, starts now. South has repeatedly claimed to stand alone, so let it be. Chiefs and counts want B, South wants C. Could be wrong. The South definitely wants C.
How is your day?
Hey Esther, how are you getting on? How are you? Day is good. How's yours going? Costa coming in at the end there. Oh, a vote of B it is. Don't do anything one way or another. Caustic, I'm surprised you want to go against the South. Seems far and weird. Sounds like a good time. 6 nobles have voted. The council dithers and delays and does nothing, and the crystal pox spreads like wildfire across the south. Farms lie fallow, soldiers die in droves, peasants turn away from a god that abandoned them. Farming is down to 6, military is down to 3, faith is down to 6. Yous are fucked. Finally, you can get past phase 1. Yep. Knew he's a heretic, see? Yeah. However, it's not all bad news. Making the best of a bad situation, the grandees harvest gemstones from the pox-stricken peasants and sell them at a tidy profit. Trade is now 10, and some grandees' wealth has increased. Oh, interesting. We are down to the last of the season, begging for scraps. When Grandee Knightly Nibble enters the council chambers, his clothes are stained and rumpled, his face is haggard. I lost everything, Your Highness. My coffers are empty. By the ninth god, what's wrong? By the ninth, this was not my fault. I'm utterly penniless. I beg for whatever spare coin the council can give. Well now.
Hey dickhead, pay attention.
Yes? What am I paying attention to? Your boop to snoot? I saw that earlier. That's cool. You're the wealthiest grandee, yes, and you're saying you're needing more money. Yes, his cashy is 1200. No, sorry, Kostik is 300. He's not the wealthiest anymore. Now where he's here, he won't make any decisions. So Count Kev II is wealthy, he should help. It's 20% on trade. The crown should provide funds from the treasury. That's not a bad option. You must deal with it yourself, which is based on fate. 300 more than you.
It is I, the ninth god. The South has been punished for abandoning my favorite children in the East.
I know what is right. He throws his money at buildings and then begs for funds. Typical. Heretical leech. We will have a call for unity. And we will see what happens. Maybe best allow Kev to help. He is the wealthiest of them. Getting ads for British news channels. Maybe the universe is telling you something. It could be, yes, there could be. He bought a thing for the East, so maybe Kev could help. Well, you get to decide now, gentlemen. And gentle lady. 25 seconds remaining. We are not very united here. We are far from it. You let me down. I call for unity and this is what happens. A last minute vote. This is unity though. Got 50% of us going A, yep. We got it in the end. It is now, it wasn't before. He's wealthy, he should help. Okay. That failed. Stability's up. Defiance is up. Caustic's wealth has increased to 1050. And Kev's is down to 450. Wow. I don't think any is okay. But the blood of the dead really, can Grandee Knightly Nibble not scrabble up some cash himself? Even if he wanted to, Count Kev II cannot go against the council's decision. muttering darkly, he reluctantly hands over the gold. But as it turns out, he owed money to a number of Eastern merchants. When they find out he's flinging money around, they descend, pressuring him to pay up. Word spreads quickly about your lack of generosity, probably spread by Kev II and his allies. Your name is not spoken of kindly in the East for quite some time. Well now. But that is the end of the season. Back in the north, Chief Perfect Doll is hosting yet another feast at her clan hall. Meat is being passed around in good measure, and some chiefs are dancing at the tables. That can only mean two things: really good news or really bad news. Caustic's getting all that money. Why exactly would you want to vote on a 20% gamble or trade was worked by the church? Knightley's a leech on the side of the church and the kingdom. His failure raised Kev's defiance, allowing all three factions to advance their schemes this season. Yeah, must be excommunicated, banished, wealth confiscated. We'll see what happens. Random chair, pass me a drink, you all out. I'm drinking until my ancestors feel it. For those ice giants I saw on my way through your lands, have we really done it? Your eyes don't deceive you, pal. You'll be marching with us come tomorrow. Gods are good, but what happens after ice giants march? Axe of my ancestors, I hadn't thought about that. Someone fetch me another drink, then assemble the other chiefs quickly, Daniel. Chiefs, vote! Shit, I didn't realise this was the Northern Chiefs only. Let the ice giants fight alone and swoop into the kingdom's rescue, or march with the giants and devastate the kingdom. Well, shit. One authority is fairly hard. Yeah, I mean, my authority has gone to shit right now. I shouldn't have picked authority as the... Now they're showing their colours. Voting is closed. Devious brilliance, so it's almost dishonourable. It is. Don't get too excited. The king must be too weak to mount the response. All the regions united, the giants could be thrown back into the north with ease. Oh gods, can't the woman enjoy a drink without being warned about consequences or plan for 5 minutes? For the final stage of their scheme, chiefs must lower my authority to 1 or less. Well, if you want the northern kings, why do you gift the subs to people that don't follow? Oh, that you don't follow. It happens happens sometimes, Esther. You might have went in on a raid to somebody's stream, lurking back a bit, Norwich Caustic, and you'll just randomly get a gift sub. You'll be in the pool because you went with a raid. That's what I was doing. Thank you for the follow. So it's always a chance to happen. The end game. At least one region has entered the final stage of the scheme. If they pass it, they'll win the game. There are some exceptions. If 2 or more regions pass the final scheme stage, the winner will be declared at random. The stability, authority, and treasury hit 0 at the final stage. Pass the same. Yeah, okay. Rebellion ends with rebellion win, and the final scheme stage passes at the same time. The scheme takes priority. Good luck. Monarch can only win on ambition events, which will appear after you've acquired an heir. I'm not in the gods. Weird. When will you be a VIP? You can't even redeem it. Yeah, I don't have redeemable VIP. It just happens or it doesn't. I don't think I have many VIPs. Anyway. Deep in the south, in the back garden of some bleached villa, a number of grandees crowd around a figure, raising their arms and toasts. Here's to our future monarch Vargas, and the golden age in the horizon. Look at Caustic with all this money. May the night god strike down the false king for his wickedness. How dare you? Soon the Inquisition will be complete, and the Archbishop will crown our claimant. What should be done with the king? Vote. Burn him at the stake, of course. Or show mercy in exchange for abdication. Fucking hell. I can't get lower authority. Will you stop, you fucks? Yep. Well, this is the thing people aren't considering. You're basically handing the game to the north right now. Even though there's literally one person in the north playing right now. It's boring, but this will appease the masses, and the Archbishop has lost his taste for public burnings as of late. We're sure the king can't strong-arm anyone into fighting on his behalf. Final stage of scheme. Grandees must lower authority to 1 or less. So that's 2. It's now grandees and the nobles can win by lowering this. Yep. So you're competing on the same thing. 2 counts meet beneath silvery moonlight. It's time to speak of dark deeds against the crown. Grain stores are looking good. Enough to endure a famine better than the rest of the kingdom, I'd say. Look at Count Casual High coming in as well. Look at just how dare you. How exquisite, but won't summoning this demon be difficult? It's magic beyond our usual fare. The walls of reality are sturdy, but they can be weakened. A tide of blood must swallow this kingdom in its wake. Chaos. That is a dashing veil you have on high. 34 felon. What are you talking about, Esther? Next stage of this game, the counts must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Oh, Trump. Alright. Tax time, gentlefolk. Small tax from the king's commoners or tax the region's nobles. That will raise defiance and take personal wealth from nobles of that region. Welcome in, Phantom. You are Chief of the North. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the Chiefs of the North, I'm not even gonna question this, sorry, but you're getting taxed. All that money that sits there. Yeah. I don't get any side effects. I'm just gonna tax you lot. Not even gonna be a question. Look at the richest nobles.
It's a fake snake.
You're taxed. It's a fake snake. Chiefs strike a deal with a chain of lumber mills, making 500 wealth, other nobles gain 200. So you've all got money anyway. Jesus Christ. What's the story with my ear? I'm not in a good place here. Yous are getting close to being able to rebel, and these two are gonna get. If my authority goes down more, they're gonna win. Just saying. You just need to start thinking about that if you want to win. Can't spend their money, unfortunately. Yeah, true. Well, it's evened out, and yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ! You've got a few extras in there. There are a few. Your belly hurts. Why? Are you smoking too much weed? You should probably stop that. Pox in the capital. What is going on with the pox in the capital? Majesty, the crystal pox has spread from the south to the capital itself. Hundreds of our citizens have succumbed. Our streets are covered in the glittering statues of the afflicted. Stability is now down. Fuck yous anyway. Oh no. Indeed, Your Majesty, if only we could have prevented it. In any case, rumors spread among the peasants. They believe the only cure for the crystal pox is the king's touch. What exactly do you mean by that? That won't be happening. Yeah. Go eat something. Right, that's why it's lunatic. Go eat something. Touch. Just want me dead? Exactly what it sounds like. You laying your hands upon one of the infected and, I don't know, blasting them with your royal healing powers. But I don't have royal healing powers. You won't know that, but the common folk have always been superstitious about the hidden magics of the king. If you don't heal a few of them, they may storm the palace just to get their hands on you, or rather, your hands on them. Let them try. I hate this. Maybe you're right. I don't like this. I should not touch the infected. Yes, absolutely I should not. Don't touch these maniacs. Actually, maybe do. Help them, help them, help them. Enerdale just wants me dead. How dare you, Enerdale? Speak to your king like this. Your son-in-law. Imagine if I heal one of my authority goes up. Yeah, that could happen. Or I could die. What if I can actually help? The crystal box is no cure, Your Majesty. Only the Night God can help them now. I suggest we look to the Council for guidance. Well, Council, we should just let the crystal box run its course. Is 100% getting vetoed because we're not bringing my authority down. Not a chance. So the king should lay hands upon a token few of the infected. There's a 95% chance on that. That's pretty good. The king should lay hands upon as many of the infected as possible. It's 85% chance with stability. Probably not great. Triple security around the palace until the hot flows over. Oh, Jesus. That affects stability and the treasury. None of this is great, but, you know, get your votes in. They do need my mercy, and I put upon you to grant them said mercy. But you have decided, you say they need my mercy, you automatically say they don't get it, you know. Your words and your actions. The fact that they're clearly being punished for the lack of faith, that could be true. That could be true. Phantom Pain, thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. Clearly it is too dangerous. It is unanimous. That is the first time that has ever happened. Your defiance, greater stability. It's decreases, yeah. It's decreasing stability and decreasing the treasury. I do not like this. I am not surviving this campaign. Your hundreds more recruits to keep raging mobs at bay. For the next few weeks, shelter in your palace, waiting for the worst to pass. Treasury's down to 1700. That's not too bad. Time it's over, the capital's practically ghost town. The streets are lined with glittering statues, but at least I survived. Stability is down. This is serving everybody now. Safe choice, sir. I mean, it was, but... well, counts can rebel now, just saying. Well now, rebellion has already been called for. The wizardly meddling. Who? Why are teams unbalanced as fuck? Because most of these people are AFK. And all of these are present pretty much the whole time. I'm guessing. I don't know. The Grandees were super active during all of it. The first 4 or 5 of the chiefs basically went AFK to the point that it was just one. You gotta jump out. No worries, Hoop. Thanks for hanging, dude. Much appreciated. So yeah, it's basically given what we'll need to continue. Yeah, exactly. The 4 Grandees have been here pretty much the entire time. The rest are being coming and going and popping in and out. Drakov's bones, how many times do I have to tell you? He's not my responsibility anymore. It was your father who stole all my gold. Someone must pay. Well, Hero's wealth has just decreased. Apparently. For no reason. Have mercy, Your Highness. The former Count turned up at my estate demanding my jewelry and valuables, saying they were needed in Calvalone for research. Kept babbling about strong electromagnetic fields or some such nonsense. I warned you, wizards always cause trouble. Well, we cannot force him to pay because he doesn't have the money. We can compensate. We can summon a wizard to answer for his apprentice's crime. Or you'll have to do without the pretty necklaces. Summon a wizard and burn him at the stake. I do like that idea. You want to kill him? We are going to call for unity on this one. Let's go. Welcome in, Zala. You are a chief. So many chiefs. Klepto, hello, how are you? You got into... oh, Jesus, you went to a chief as well. This is down to not having a lot of chiefs. Most chiefs died in their adventures, yes, true. Caustic, you fucked with your... Defiance is gonna go up. You're helping, but whatever. Do without. How my peers see my ostentatious wealth. They will not. The south is now mutinous, but stability is increased. Stick to holding grand feasts like the rest of us. Of course, robberies do not stop there. Many more grandees are soon deprived of their valuables: chickens, cigars, family heirlooms, a few prized hogs, all in the name of progress, or so rated not rated claims. Some grandees' wealths have decreased. Grandees are not looking rich anymore, I say that now. Traitorous swine, he took your daughter, yes. We would count raise stability. Because they didn't realise, but hey, I like it. I mean, counts and... no, yeah, counts need stability down, that's hilarious. Hey, I'll take it. We have the border raids now. The Ruddy Nine. Your Highness, more of those damn chiefs up their old tricks. Chief J. Chambo has been leading his warriors on raids to your lands. Now. Nobody was hurt. They shut down my peasants for petty coin and stole cabbages straight from my field. Trade in the east is down to 1. Ruddy Nine's wealth is decreased, and trade in the north is now up. Jesus Christ. They just keep piling. How dare you accuse me of something like that again, and it's my axe you'll answer. Your greatness, no idea what Conte Ruddy Nine is talking about. Maybe they've had too much wine, eh? Maybe, I don't know. Okay, this, I don't mind. Well, Defiance is gonna go up or down anyway, there's nothing I can do about this. Grandy's posturing like patricians over here. Apparently. Maybe heretics, but you do follow the ninth god most of the time. Side with you for now. So do we order Chief J. Chambo to compensate Conte the Ruddy Nine for stolen goods, send the spy master to investigate these claims, or tell the Ruddy Nine to bring proof when making accusations? Voting starts now. Spy master to investigate. Defiance is gonna go up. We have 10 seconds remaining, roughly, give or take a few. And that is that. Voting has closed. The Sultan Council does not believe me. The North's Defiance is up. That's fine by me. The Sultan Council does not believe me. The East Defiance is up. That's not great. Send the spy master to see if Ruddy Nine's accusations hold water, but northern border is distant. It'll be a few weeks before she gets back. The season has ended. By royal decree, we can tweak the laws. Excellent. So, I think we're going to get rid of Monarch's Choice because it doesn't actually do anything. I do like Monarch's Iron Choice though. Nobles must vote for their least favourable option, and the option with the least votes will pass. That could fuck a few years up, maybe. Timer is set to 15 seconds and the vote will automatically close once the timer is over. I will adopt the Iron Choice instead of the regular choice. See if we can't get a bit of this back. Yeah. Let's see the rebellion report. One or more regions are able to rebel as their defiance status higher than both authority and stability. The rebels get more victory points than the loyalists, they win the game. If the loyalists get more victory points than the rebels, they put down the rebellion and continue the game. Multiple regions rebel and win. A vote between the two rebelling regions with the highest stats will determine the successor. Let the cult vote in reverse would be funny. It would be funny, but I kind of want the thing. Important, rebelling pauses. Rebelling regions have their schemes paused, yes. Regions with a high military stat are more likely to overthrow the monarch with a rebellion. Nobody really has high military. Well, I guess it's 6 and 2. If stability, authority, or treasury hit 0, the rebels win. Can't start the rebellion on the verge. Defiance too low. Needs to be 7 or higher. Stability stays high, we've no choice but to rebel. You can try. It's not Jagostic. Or authority. Do you rebel? There's only one way to say. Right, troll in the dungeon, let's see. Majesty, the Palace Watcher reporting that there's a troll downstairs in the dungeon. Everybody run. What's a troll? Well, brutish creatures, no idea how one got into our dungeon. We'd better do something about it. I'll deal with the monster before it hurts anyone. Do it. Hours later, you're informed of a bloody battle in which the beast is slain. Several soldiers are killed in the process. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Did you say vile British creature? Brutish. The Crown does care about you and your troubles. I vote to the best of my ability. It's the nobles that don't. Troll's body is dumped in the Treadwater River, though it's hard to keep such a thing secret. Riverside peasants start spreading rumours of trolls amok in the capital. Stability is down. Good fuck. This is not going very well for me. What is our target? 4 stab? Troll was dangerous. It needed to be gone. Yeah, 4 stability. Don't mean to exaggerate, Your Majesty, but I believe I have pioneered the most incredible invention in the history of mankind. You invented it, Tyson. I was hosting a small party, playing cards with some old friends. I called for a servant to bring me something to eat that was both tasty and convenient, as my hands were occupied. What my servant brought me that evening will change the world forever, Your Majesty. It sounds like your servant invented it. I doubt that somehow. Or show me. It does sound like your servant invented it. However, just show me. Behold. Behold in the air a plate. Atop the plate are 2 slices of bread with a piece of meat wedged between them. It allows the hungry noble to consume 2 slices of bread plus meat all at once, saving valuable time. It is genius. The nobles will love it. Iron choice increases authority yet. Meanwhile, the bread serves as an impregnable barrier preventing one's hands from being besmirched with meaty juices. Ingenious, magnificent, astonishing, or breathtaking? Ingenious. Naturally, since my invention, I propose we name it after me. A few years' time, I expect everything to be enjoying a nice Strix 372 for lunch. But naturally, this invention cannot be made available for free. Every time a Strix is consumed, I expect a small royalty payment. Well now. Yes, give Strix the royalties he deserves. No, they're too delicious to be controlled. He shall receive a one-time reward for the treasury instead, or the servant should be rewarded instead. What was his name again? Increase in trade, decrease to the treasury, increase in wealth. D. Some are calling that poor servant the servant. Strix should definitely benefit from this. A is the clear choice, you think? Give him the royalties he deserves. Hmm. Veto A. I don't know about vetoing A. Orange choice will force the South to balance what they want from this event versus what they want from the game. Skin your life for proposing that. I'm not vetoing any choice. I will, however... Why not give him his royalties? I think in doing this, I'm probably going to force some of you not to do this, though. Start your vote. 4 callbacks here, and you hope. No worries, Gostic. Orange choice works as a secondary veto, kind of, yeah. It's more for D now. A vote for A. Another vote for A. Well, we get increased increased authority for this. Thank you, gentlemen. Oh, it was meant 4 to 4. Well, we're going to increase my authority, thank you. Thank you. Appreciated. Defiance is now down in the south as well. Thank you, Your Highness. At least I deserve now to work on my next invention. Edible playing cards. Blessings of the Ninth upon you. Yes, thank you. You got a significant increase in wealth. 1,500 coin. At that point forward, everyone was forced to pay a small fee whenever they eat anything between 2 slices of bread. Now tax them. Some chiefs' wealth have decreased. In the other sides, other grandees are granted an exemption from paying this toll, but the chiefs and counts are forced to cough up. Coincidentally, despite the deliciousness and convenience of eating Strixes, never really catches on. Bakeries go bust across the south. Trade is now down in the south. And the vultures in the east. SOS. Let me see, what have you got to say to me? Greedy southern merchants are taking advantage of cheap eastern labour, Your Grace, exploiting our natural resources, and putting our trading companies out of business. You don't make the laws yet. I mean, you weren't giving the vultures. Vultures. Cost of coming in is really such a problem. This is just business. Oof. Your wealth has gone down by 750. That's not fun. So, what do we want to do here? Kick out the grandees and put trading companies back in Eastern hands? King will buy up certain trading companies, or it's just business, baby. I will, however, be vetoing that because the Treasury does not have the funds. So I will not be buying up. I'm not dumb. I see how much I have and how much that's going to cost. I ain't having that. Time to vote, gentlemen. You can do what you wish. Or, sorry, my nobles, I should say, and not be giving you... Kick the grandees out and put the trading companies back in the Eastern hands. Grandees are coming back. Do we have enough to vote C? I don't even think we have enough grandees that could pass that. You have 4 grandees in total. 3 of them have voted, but it is not enough. They are removed. God above, trust me, those Eastern Phils will run my companies into the ground. Defiance is now up by 2 in the south, and Caustic's wealth has decreased to 200. There you go, you got your wealth. Oh, you got your wealth and some back. 1,500 back. All the southern companies in the east are now transferred to new ownership. Lumberyards, tanneries, silver mines, workshops. It all goes to Count SOS. Justice served. Trade is now increased in the east. As months pass, it becomes evident that Grandee Nightly Nibble was wrong. The companies continue to make a nice profit, and their new owner spreads wealth across the east. That is the end of the season. Power counts face each other in silence. Code word is exchanged. They speak their latest schemes. Posey, what happened? The kingdom is meant to be a whirlpool of chaos by now. It's more likely a whirlpool of smiles and hugs. No demon will come anywhere near it. To count, your aim is to lower stability to 4 or less, which you have not done. 2 of you are in the final stages, but my authority has not gone to 1 or less, so you cannot do anything about it. I'm aware I have no heir. Let us continue. Defiance is too high. 1 or more regions consider rebellion. Rebelling will stop the commands, the attacks to take part. No, it's okay. On the verge of rebelling. 2 years are on the verge. Made out like a champ there. Yeah, he did, right? Hypocrites? Why do you say they are hypocrites? Oh, well, look, just... My heir! Let us speak of my heir. Quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council, holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down too. The hall is filled with nervous silence. My legitimized natural-born son, daughter, or child. Let's increase my stability. Break out in polite applause. Designate an heir. Cement the stability of the kingdom. Faith can't go lower. Your faith is down, your faith is down. Common folk lose faith in the church, seeing the king's extramarital adventures being forgiven so easily. Of course they are, but that's good for the north. Okay, rebel then. You guess it is. What are you talking about? There's no rebellion. You rebel, you know, and you don't win. You just give it to the others. Phantom Pain, your greatness may be the first to congratulate you in your legitimizing your son. What is his name? Duke the Second. Thank you, Morgana, your highness. I'm sure little Duke the Second will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Hopefully not, because I'm doing a fucking terrible job here. Clairvoyant visit. Goes to 7, we rebel. Oh, stability goes. Why is your hair at board? What are you talking about? You no longer be able to rebel, yes. Your greatness, your highness, Chief Walzencrat, and Mr. Walzencrat, has been having prophetic dreams. It's true, I can part the veil betwixt now and some ways off. Now and some ways off, that's good. This is ridiculous. Give me a prophecy then. I look to the future and it speaks through me, no more, no less. For one thing, Chief Ecleptomania should be aware of onion soup. And the colour green will bring bad fortune to Chief Phantom Pain. But that's my favourite colour. Please, your greatness, we have to foretell a future for the council. We could gain insight to great mysteries. Well, what's the future we have to foretell? Alright, just this once, begin the divisions, throw this charlatan into the dungeon, or make him an official council advisor, which will decrease my authority, so let's say no to that. Welcome in, Pratt. You are still not on, let me see, where are we at? You're a chief. Poor Grandy's still not seeing a new member. Fucking hell. I can't get off. Well, I mean, in fairness though, it is the chiefs that are mostly coming and going. The rest of you have stayed pretty stable throughout most of it. That chief list is getting out of hand though. Start the vote. A or B. Do we let divisions happen, or do we throw them into the dungeon? They pass out drunk often. That's it. Yes, they are all passed out drunk. 50% chance on the visions, and 40% on stability. A it is. Begin divisions. What? Let's see what happens. It failed. Spreads a dark velvet cloth onto the floor, sits cross-legged and closes his eyes. After a moment's silence, he gasps. Bad news, Your Majesty. Let me gather myself, so I may understand what lies ahead. Your Highness, I'm sorry, you foresee scarcity, false promises, darkness and misery. Beware, beware. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Your Highness. I'm sure this is all a trick. Come on, get out of here. Chief Zalashwar hauls him away. The raised voices fade down the hallway. Sure enough, the Chancellor soon... Wow, what the fuck? Why did I lose? Reports a new trade agreement with Ashmedi that puts the kingdom at a great disadvantage. He must have known what he was talking about. I just lost 1,000. How? God damn it. Eyewitness accounts. Let's see what's going on. Spy masters finally returned to investigating Conte Ruddy Nine's claims of raids on their lands. Tell the king what you told me. Your Majesty, the raid did happen. Those nasty northern brutes stole me chickens and burnt me barn. But I never saw Chief J. Chambo lead them. They looked like they were just a bunch of warriors out on their way. Well, the old gods, if this is true, it changed me. If my own warriors are acting against my orders, it's a sign I failed as a leader. Now, what are you doing? 40% you tossed 60? Yeah, it didn't go too well. As the council will permit me, I'll take my warriors on a dangerous quest as penance for my failure to teach them the meaning of loyalty. Oh, don't fall for this I'm so sorry act. He knew about the raids all along and now he's just trying to avoid real punishment. What is happening here? Throw the whole lot of them in prison. Send him and his warriors out on a dangerous quest. Arrest J. Chambo for losing control of his followers, or have the warriors executed for robbing and disobeying orders. Seize them, execute them, off with their heads. Well, it seems like execution is the preference right now. I do think throwing them in prison, I think decreasing their military will help. You need more authority, not less authority. What are you talking about? What are you guys thinking? I do desire authority, so much so that I will tell you that is my choice. I probably won't get it though. I probably should have picked A. But I want them to, well, you said A because people will vote for it. I know. Isn't B better for Defiance? Request for epic loot, that's it. Well, we're gonna find out now. Off you go on your votes. Do it, and they'll do it. I mean, it probably won't make a huge difference, but I appreciate it. Okay, if one of you could vote for... Now, the last person vote for D. Gentlemen, I like this. I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing. Well done, Counts. Do I want to increase my authority and increase my authority? Yes, I do. They were split, unfortunately. The authority has gone up, the defiance has gone down. Most pleasing, justice at last. Bez's head is watched around. Without protest, he's dragged down my dungeons. Soon enough raiders are tracked down and brought to justice. As well, other northerners grumble that the king's justice is too harsh, but only under their breath. Chief J. Chambo has been imprisoned. J. Chambo II is there. Defiance is up. Military is now down. My authority is up. Auction time. So we can increase stability, decrease stability, increase authority, increase military, or decrease authority. Your military sucks. Yeah, so military overall is down. My authority and stability have increased. Thank you. Keep in mind, there have been a lot of last minute fundings happening. So you may want to keep that into account. Shit, that's a good time. Let's start going. Who's putting what into what first? So F starts off with a theatre. I don't know, Counts, do you really want to let them get F running? D is now funding as well. D is now funding more. So it's D and F at the moment. Thank you whoever put money into A. I agree, it should be that way. Put more in. 2,000 in both. If only one of our AFK nobles could come along. They could fund A for me. Alas, I fear it is not to happen. F and D, we're going to decrease the stability and authority. How dare you. Down to 5 each. Can't rebel because the defiance is too long and both these are on the verge. Let's end the season. My ambition, bankruptcy looms, and a new wizard. It's all in the capital at the moment. Hey Chief, you want to rebel? You don't want to rebel. What are you talking about? Treasury is almost empty, yes. What do you suggest we do? Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options. Get a bank loan or sell off the crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your precious... some of your predecessors' tombs once we're buried with piles of gold, or so I've heard. I own the Royal Mint, don't I? Make more coins. Take a hefty loan. Crack open tombs. I don't want to do... Yeah, well, I mean... I own the Royal Mint. There we go. No worries, Snowy. Thank you for hanging, dude. That's all that. Printing money, what can go wrong? I know it's going to come back and bite me in the arse, but right now, that's a right now issue. Start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the greatest king who ever lived, but so far you've not convinced anyone. You're totally still lackluster. Defiance is now up amongst everyone. Yes, my authority is I fucked down my ambition. Current ambition isn't working out for you. If you want to stop the nobles from overthrowing you, you need to pivot, change your image. My advice will be to infiltrate each region with loyal spies, defeat their schemes with schemes of our own. But your other advisors have other ideas. The common folk are sleeping giants that even nobles are afraid to wake. If you become beloved by the peasants, the nobles won't dare overthrow for fear of revolution. I like that idea. Counts it's time? Not at all, it's never time. What are you doing? To get our monkey strong, that counts grandees. Ah, right. Grandees can't. Listen, you both rebelled and so do... Yeah, okay. There's another idea. Declare war on Ashmedian Empire. Nobles will forget their schemes if you win. Don't listen to the rest of these fools. Have you heard of the Scepter of Sages, lost artifact forged by Queen Alama? There's a legend that any king who recovers it will rule over a golden age. Stability in trade. Stability in farming. Faith in trade. Faith in military. Farming and military. Begin recruiting spies and send them across the kingdom. Guys of travelling bards. Farming military the highest at the moment. Yeah, well, I need stability, so that's what I'm going for. This will require fine touch. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's stability and overall trade as much as you can. And of course, there can't be open rebellion amongst nobles. Well, let's see what we can do. A new wizard. What time is it? We're getting this is a lot longer than I expected, but I'd like to finish out one if I can. Royal Guard are Northerners. You have inside man. Exactly. A new wizard has risen in the south. It's rated, not rated, former count. Completed his apprenticeship in record time. Usually takes years to master magic. If the apprentice survives, that is. He's devoted himself to mastering turnip magic. Has taken off to Vladimir in search of new treasures and secrets. So not before using use powers to weaken the havoc on farms across the lands. People are calling it the turnip plague. Farming has gone down. Wow. You did warn. Why did he do this? Well, the Crown hasn't had the best relationship with the Counts as of late. At least it's only an unaffected region. New Wizard was once a Count, don't forget. True. Actually made the turnips climb out of the soil and run away. Some kind of vegmancy, Your Majesty. Vegmancy. Many chiefs and grandees are already blaming the Counts for this incident. Perhaps the council should step in. Well, what do we do? The Counts should support other regions with their unaffected crops. Go after raided, not raided, and retrieve runaway turnips, or allow the turnip to escape. This is bullshit. It's time to be revoked. He's no longer a Count. Exactly. A and then A and rebel. Taking up arms. Rebellion. How dare you? Well then. You will pay for the damages your bastard did. No, you know what? I won't. If you rebel, it's over. Well, we'll see what happens, won't we? Here's the fun part. Up you go. Qualify the crown, that's it. And just in time. Voting has closed. Thank you, gentlemen. The authority is commanding. Farming is up in the south and the north. Farming is down in the east. Defiance is down in the north, down in the south, and up in the east. Rebelling is coming everywhere. The end accounts only give their valuable and mobile turnips when threatened at sore point. Okay. There's 2 rebellions currently happening. The chiefs of the north are gonna rebel next season. Why not both these rebel? In fact, it is the end of the season. Come on, Grandees, you gonna rebel as well? Strix is the only Grandee to have voted to rebel. Oh, Tui's have... Well, now both these are gonna rebel, huh? Accounts discover treasure worth 500 wealth in a long abandoned crypt. Other nobles gain 200. I can't. Why can't? Oh, because you're both in rebellion, so I can't tax you. Well, I mean, they're all rebelling anyway. You are my only loyal subjects, but you're also the most defiant subjects. And if you all rebel, you know. Yeah, I don't think you are. So it's gonna happen anyway. The foresight to earn 5 victory points will win. I do not forsake you. I will give it back to you later, don't worry. In hindsight, I think there was an option not to tax anybody. I just forgot about it. Chalk it down to, Jesus Christ. Another rebellion. The Spy Master, Your Majesty, we have some discretionary funds at our disposal. Might use them to hire a cleaning service, if you catch my meaning.
For victory and the new king and order.
Who should we kill? I mean, I think that Phantom Pain, with the money you have at hand, you could have a very good assassin. Well now, look at the very person who calls to take up arms, to raise the banners. Who will we hire? Child of the Viper, nothing less will do. What is the Child of the Viper? The Viper's children are infamous assassin guild. Once marked, and no one can escape their sting. It does sound like something we can use. Say the word, you'll divert some funds to his endeavour. So who do we kill? It increases my authority. Look at this fucking king. Prince money than hires an assassin on us. Inflation's high, he's also a heretic. Funnily enough, Strix is on this list as well. Griff has not said anything. Ooh, who do we kill? Killer bodies. Right, he was the most money. Oh, it doesn't really make an example of him. You know. Phantom did call it as it was happening, so you know. Viper's children are swift and effective as your spy master promised. News of Chief Phantom Pain's death is music to your ears that puts some real fear into the rebels. The loyalists gain 1 victory point. My authority is now 7. 9th century war crime. Chief Phantom Pain 014 is dead. Chief Phantom Pain 014 the second comes along. There you go, he's ready to rebel. Rebellions. Let's discuss this. Long lost, chiefs have reached their boiling point. You're confronted with your throne room by Chief Get Tilted. Tattoos seem to shift in the light of the braziers. Chiefs of the North will rip that false crown from your head. What? And stomp it in the mud. You'll be fighting for glory, for honour, and for Vic, the true monarch. How did both just instantly go down for no reason? What the fuck? Fancy magics, indeed. It's a formal declaration of war. Next time we see each other, we'll be on the battlefield. Oh my god, this is a bad decision either way. I'm kind of fucked here, aren't I? One day I'll see her head in a spike or seize him. We don't want stability to go less.
I am the 9th god. The king is a miling in disguise, an imposter. Down with the king.
Fuck you, Anida. Think it's because everyone is rebelling? Yeah. Everybody's so quick to turn on me. I need my stability up. Okay. Get Tilda strides from throne room without looking back. The counts will remain to guide the kingdom. I hope so, Hoy, I hope so. But everybody's rebelled right now, so I didn't expect them to move so boldly. What are our chances against the rebels? Well, we're badly outnumbered, our hopes are slim. Leader of the rebellion, Chief Phantom Pain II, deciding to pass transgressions as reason for the uprising, falsely punishing Jay Chamber for raiding the East. Your weakest response to an independent East. Yeah, really because of that? Ugh, or it's the murder rising. Hold on to that, you'll need it. So this is civil war, that's right. Kingdom is divided, there will be a lot of death and suffering before it's all over. This is what you did. I hope you know all costs that. Can't outvote your fellow grandees, but it doesn't mean you agree with their actions. That is very true. You'll dig out the trebuchet. Taxes with the treasury and 10k. Yeah, well. And the grandees opening strike. My dear grandees of the south, thank you for joining us in our war against tyrant King Duth. How dare you? Thank God called upon us to rejoin the fight. We saw that your cause was righteous. The Ninth and the Pagans together? What's going on? Of course it is. Now, before I commit the retreats, we must decide where to direct your opening strike. We can launch a preemptive strike against the Counts to cripple their military capabilities. Well, apparently you are. If we suspect the Counts may join our cause, we can call them to war. They'll be more likely to join us if the King's authority is low. You could also call upon the church to condemn the king, or finally you could send off an assassin to nip it in the bud. Your wealth is too low, you cannot send an assassin. What are you gonna do, grandees? No grandees are voting. Only open to the grandees. Up to you. Failed the other things, yeah. What? There was 2 votes there, what happened? Okay, that's weird. Grandy smuggle a secret message. I fucking succeeded. Oh, it's randomly selected. Ah, right. There's an ad you can't see. I'll stop moving, so we'll see what happens here. The counts rise. You are all in rebellion and all out to get me. And my authority and stability are at shit right now. This is not a good combination. I'll wait till Hero's back. Oh, jeez, I'm already fucking 40 minutes past my stream time to try and get this finished out. We may have to finish this up tomorrow. Let's see what happens. Dignified counts. Too long have you suffered under the king's oppression. You Easterners are proud people. Why are you putting up with this tyrant? Join us. He speaks truly. Why did we never think these things? Why did we never think of things this way? Yeah, counts are emboldened, but oh, for fuck's sake! But a cult rebellion, of course, they only act on their defiance. It's high enough. Everybody's defiance is high enough. Everybody can do it. Well, we end the season. 2 counts meet on the outskirts of Bram Farm. Wind whipping under long cloaks. Good news from the capital. Well, bad news, but good for us. Fires want murder giant spiders. All that and more. The fabric between worlds is wearing thin. The time is ripe to summon a demon. But which honoured guests should we invite? Get ready to vote. Lower your own faith or raise your own trade. Akhazad, Lord of Dismay, the seventh god, smile. Or Belfamor, the hungering absent, queen of corruption. Yeah, you don't want the rebellion. You're rebelling anyway, so you know, might as well go with it. 3 nobles have voted. Belfamor will bring pestilence and starvation to the lands. She is perfect for her plans. When she arrives, the crown will be ours for the taking. Her summoning ritual requires rare reagents from across Celeste Ath. Petals of Sarkanese orchid, the eye of an Atashi salamander. Indeed, we'll stockpile resources before initiating the rite. There's no time to waste. Final stage of the scheme, counts must raise their trade to at least 5. Good luck. No, I don't want any of them, we'll keep them as it is. Everyone is currently rebelling. We have no loyalists left. Overwhelmed. The marshal staggers to the throne room, stinking of booze. She gives you a lopsided grin. Heard the news? 9th above, you're drunk. What are you talking about? Good news, I hope. Your marshal roars with laughter, slapping her toy. Good news, he says. Council have sent word that they're joining the rebellion against you. All 3 regions have turned on you. Do you know what that means? It means we are royally, no pun intended, screwed. The capital garrison couldn't take on one of the regions single-handedly, let alone all 3. Historically, the King of the Kingdoms only survived by playing the regions against each other. To unite them all in common cause, their hatred of you, well, it's no mean feat. All came with absolutely unmatched when it comes to pissing people off, Your Majesty, a world beater. There's still hope there must be, consider this my resignation. It's no fun in an unwinnable war. Strides out of the throne room without looking back. Next few days you wait for the end to come. The united armies of the rebels sweep through the Crownlands, meeting barely any resistance along the way. Soon they camped in mass outside the capital. Against such overwhelming numbers, your walls can't hold out. The ladders go up, and the enemy soldiers pour in. As dawn rises, Chief Phantom Pain II scrolls into your throne room, backed by soldiers from all across the kingdom. Warriors from the north, knights from the east, and cavaliers from the south. Get it over with. As you wish. With a triumphant smirk, Phantom Pain makes a sharp gesture. The northern warriors step forward, battle axes at the ready. You can pray to your false god, but it'll do no good. Morgana has spun the fate against you. Fuck it. Empty hands do little against armor and swords. You give them a vicious beating, and the fight drains out of you. Instead of killing you, soldiers seize you and drag you down into your own dungeons. Your ordeal isn't over. While imprisoned in your tiny cell, you hear guards gossiping. Apparently chiefs, counts and grandees are already fighting over your vacated throne. The counts and grandees are the strongest, richest, and the most support from the church, so the throne will go to one of them. Even though the chiefs led the rebellion, they don't have the strength to seize the throne themselves. Despite your predicament, you can't help but smirk that the Chiefs' rebellion backfired. Well, Chiefs, you fucked yourselves. Go for the count. After a week rotting in your own dungeon, you march out the public platform, jeering at by thousands of peasants. You cringe under a barrage of rotting fruit and fresh dung. You see Chief Phantom Pain II sitting in the front row, grinning. The rebels have won. The capital has been taken. You are a former king. Well, fuck. Executioner waits silently, holding an axe bigger than you. Do you have any last words now? Well, I'll be heading off then. Everything I did for my kingdom. Is it too late to abdicate?
Hey, it's me again, the 9th god. We should make a count the new king.
Well, I'll be heading off then. Place your head in the block. Executioner lifts his massive axe. Wait, you suddenly thought of much better last words. You turn to the executioner to tell him the axe is already falling. thunk, your head bounces into Chief Phantom Pain II's lap, and your reign comes to a gruesome end. You leave my head alone, you cheeky fuck. Successor voting is open. Vargas or Zagana? Vote now. Wow, this isn't even a challenge. The grandees are gone. even OP is going to be. The grandees have been friends with the North forever. North is going. That is the successor. Voting is closed. The next monarch will be Zagana. The counts are victorious. Well done, counts. Fuck you all. I mean, well done. After an entire kingdom rose against him, King Duth was dragged out of the palace and decapitated in the city square. Chiefs led by Phantom Pain II launched a rebellion that toppled the king and devastated the kingdom. But when the dust is cleared, they weren't quick or strong enough to seize the throne themselves. Grandees joined the rebellion alongside the chiefs, but nobody considered them a true contender for the crown. Despite joining the rebellion only at the last minute, the wily counts had enough power and influence to snag the throne for themselves. Zagana was crowned to half-hearted cheers from the traumatized common folk. Well, that is the end of that. King Duke the Unready, I most certainly was. Can't believe he had 4 the whole time. Yeah. Like he wasn't half snake as much as Rebirth. Well, your schemes would have taken forever, yeah. Buddy taxed us. Shut up, NIL. 3 years, and I'm dead. Nobles, the wealthiest is Griff, and the poorest is Hoop. And overall, this is where the kingdom will continue under the reign of Zagana. Continue the dynasty. We will not be continuing the dynasty now. I'm already nearly an hour over my normal stream time. So, unfortunately, that is the end of that one for now. That was fun. I really enjoyed that. I gotta say, that was a lot of fun. Let's go find somebody else who's playing King of the Castle and send some love over to them. Let's see. An actual person, they are actually chatty, so let's go say hello. So thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for joining in. That made it most fun. Yeah, it's a good game. I like it. I'll be back tomorrow from 6 PM GMT. I might do another round of this, but considering how long it took, I don't know, I might play something else first because I don't have as much time tomorrow. I definitely can't go over. But I'll play it by ear and see. But thank you all for hanging out. Very much appreciated. Thank you, Hoy, for bringing some people in earlier as well. No worries, Anil. We're gonna go say hello to Twister. I can imagine. Oh yeah, Chaining Kingdoms constantly would do it for sure. If you are wanting to join in the raid, there's one raid message. There's another raid message. Nightbot doesn't have a sub, so it can't. But don't worry about it. But yeah, thank you all for coming along and playing with me. We're gonna go pass it over to Trister. Some of you can join in on theirs and enjoy yourselves. Thank you for a very interesting and fun first experience of this game. Much appreciated. Have a fantastic night. I'll catch some of you later. Bye now.
Their schemes against the king. Yo! Thank you so much. Duh.